No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world, and today we're bringing you a third installment with one of my favorite Chicago icons to talk to on the mic. My man 600Breezy back in the building. Shout out to Remo also. How you doing, man?
My guys, what's up with y'all, man?
What's going on?
It's been a little minute.
Hey, we sent out the bat signal. We're like, you know what? We need Breezy back on here. We got some stuff to talk about.
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad though, because niggas was just up here playing with 600.
Oh,
let's go. Let's just jump right into it.
Word on the streets.
Let's jump right into it. All right, so Lil Zay Osama, we did an interview up here, and one of the major things that went viral from the interview was the bite down situation. So he talked about his cousin. His cousin was the one that was dating Bite Down. That Bite Down allegedly killed or whatever. And he
Bite Down killed a girl that he was seeing and someone else in her family member allegedly.
Allegedly, he killed his girlfriend who was pregnant at the time, her brother, and shot the mom. Mm-hmm. And there was like 2 or 3 other kids inside that.
And meanwhile, for the people at home, Bite Down was close to King Von, a lot of different members in Chicago who are highly regarded. But then Lil Zay Osama had a different dog in the fight because the girl was his cousin.
His cousin. Yeah.
So a lot of people saying free Bite Down. He's feeling another type of way because he's like, that fool allegedly took my cousin out this world.
This is my thing with that. Bro, that shit happened like 10 whole years ago. 10 whole years. So, first of all, he was up here. I don't know if that nigga crashing out because he moved to LA or something or what he doing, but he did more talking that I ever seen this nigga talk. But one thing you're not finna do is play with 600 or nobody from 600, nigga. You and anything you mad about, your people, whatever. We don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Like, you chose to bring up some shit from 2015, 16, and 2025. Been past the shit. You posting messages from you and Von and shit. Like, shit you wouldn't have did if he was alive. Like, I don't know if you thought it was time to get gangster with us at the wrong time to play with us, gang. But y'all see, we turned that shit to National Free Bite Down Day.
Cause that's all right. So that's
the whole 600.
He basically he said anybody that's saying free Bite Down is
he basically got up here and was like, oh yeah. But this is so this is the thing. He done been saying little shit. Yeah. And we understand the situation or whatever, but it's still allegations. My homie said he ain't do that shit, and I'm gonna stand behind my homie. Word. So I ain't seen no video, I ain't seen no proof of Bite Down doing no crazy shit. You feel me? Like, and I know him, raised Bite Down from, you know what I'm saying? That's my real homie, not no new nigga that we just met or none of that shit like that. He from 59. So for him to get up here on the open case and say that shit anyway, foul. And then he basically antagonized us to say something to him. He came up here with y'all and said it, and then we let that pass. Then he went on live. Oh, I catch anybody from 600 supporting that shit, free by the end. It's in the air. What you repeating it for? You like, I don't know what type of gangster time this nigga think he on, bro. But we ain't like.
He said he hollered at some 600 niggas off camera, and he said that some of y'all niggas who I don't know who he talked to off camera.
I was on that phone.
But what he said was some of the niggas I guess whoever was on the phone, he said niggas said that they said that on the internet because they didn't want to look like they was getting bitched out, or they didn't want
niggas ain't say that. That ain't what happened. We got to arguing as soon as we got on the phone with each other. He called them from the block and told them get us on the phone so we could talk like men. Wow. This after that, so let me step back a little bit. You see, like, the situation's so heavy, we love Bite Down, but we don't be posting folks like that and shit like that off the strength of it just look, we don't want to look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but still it's allegations. My brother said he didn't do it, and I'm gonna believe what he said until somebody else prove me different. Prove him different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for him to basically, motherfuckers better not be friends with him and better not post him and all of this shit, and he came up here on some gangster shit and was antagonizing 600. Like, basically, we didn't that shit was 10 years ago. Why you ain't been doing that? 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years, you could have been. He said a little shit about Bite Down the songs and shit, but we always let that shit slide. It was the fact that he came here, said it, and then went on live and repeated it. Like, oh, all right, now our entire block. It was people that they missed that posted too. Everybody, free Bite Down.
They were saying he reunited the whole 600.
Free Bite Down. We been 600 as strong as we ever been right now. We the strongest we ever been right now. We together. So it's like, and we just lost Damo to some bullshit. to some bullshit, not to no ops or none of that shit. He had his guard down because it was niggas that he felt like, you know what I'm saying? It's some inside shit, but not like with 600 or none of that. But
Yeah.
it's like he ain't get killed by no ops, none of that shit like that. It was just some fluky, goofy shit. So we already.
But so is Bite Down still waiting to face trial, or
it's Bite Down 9 years he been in
What
there,
the fuck?
still fighting. That's why I don't believe that he did the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he been sitting for a long time. If they had him, they would have been sending him to trial and banged him.
But you don't have any
Like-
idea of like who could have done it. You just are doubtful about him doing
I don't
it.
know nothing. I just know he one of mine. He from 600, and the shit that they saying that he did, I just can't believe that. I can't.
All right, so say if it is true and it come to find out he really did it, you gonna stand by that, or like would it still be free Bite Down?
That's my brother. So behind the scenes, we gonna handle him accordingly how we handle him. You know what I'm saying? It's not for the internet. We don't give a about how nobody feel about but like niggas basically getting niggas like Lil Zay. Nigga better not act like they friends with him. Who the is you to tell anybody that we can't be like I'm not just disowning one of my niggas for some shit like that. We brothers, we family. We been through a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Bite Down a gangster. He would have told me straight up, yeah, I had to woo. That ain't what he told me. Yeah. He told me something totally different. And I'm gonna believe my brother.
And have you had the lived experience of like some allegations come out or some charges come out and you kind of you fall for it, or you like maybe privately like denounce that person or feel a certain way about it, and then once more evidence comes out, you feel like I definitely shouldn't have jumped to the conclusion that the news was painting or this person who made a YouTube video was painting or whatever, because I've done that even with somebody like Diddy.
That's why I just don't go off. I don't just do that. You know what I'm saying? But that was a serious situation. And that nigga was just outside freely moving around. He wasn't hiding and no shit. So if he had just killed a whole family full of people like that, that nigga would have been had. And I would have been one of the people he asked for help. So that's how I know it's cap, it's some cap, it's something. I don't know, bro. I just can't believe that shit. But we not supporting it. And
hold on, and this LA right now. Yo.
Hey, fool. Hold on.
We live right now. Well, we not live, but we doing an interview.
Oh, we live. Oh, that, yeah. We live.
Hey, where's you steady? Where's you steady saying I was ducking you, folks?
Man, you know you ducking me, man. How many times I try to get you up here?
I'm gonna slide, folks. I don't with that long ass flight on.
Hey, I done booked this nigga like 2 flights to do this shit, bro. You miss him every time.
That's a long ass flight.
Nah, real shit though, folks.
That's a long ass
back
flight.
on y'all though. You know that, folks. Steve, you know I fuck with y'all, folks, on BD.
Hey, so y'all heard it here. Tay said you popping up.
He sliding.
Yeah, folks.
And I'll slide with you.
You ain't never gonna see him on this podcast, for the record. He should.
I'll slide with him too.
It's the only 600 that we got on here.
I'll slide with him. I'll slide.
You just had Mimo up there. He lied, bro.
He said he lied. He just had me.
But he's certified. He's with him. That's different.
Mimo up there. Why you bapping, folks?
Hey, so look, we were just talking about it though. So we were talking about the Zay situation since you on the phone. Why everybody get the post and Bite Down?
Oh man, bro. Oh, BD. What about it? What about it?
I'm just saying. So like I'm trying to ask Zay, is it bogus for y'all niggas to be supporting that, even if we don't know what it is? You know what I'm saying? If a nigga got charged, but Zay feel like it's bogus because there's women and children involved that y'all shouldn't even be supporting that.
Didn't no kids get killed, bro.
That's how
they keep making it seem like some kid. Bite Down ain't kill no. He didn't kill nobody, first of all, so allegedly. And he didn't kill no kids, bro. That's what I'm saying. They paint a picture of him like he just a monster, bro. They would have been banged him. He wouldn't be still sitting in Cook County Jail 10 years later. They would have banged him a long time ago, bro. He'd have got an elbow. Like,
so
what you
see exactly, and then you gotta understand this too. Like, everybody could feel how they feel. Ain't nobody dismissing nobody opinions and shit. You know how the shit really is. It's just like our whole thing is and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get up out of here on BD. Folks been having his own. He been dissing Bite Down for 7 years on songs. We ain't never. I just
said that, didn't I?
On Lil Steve,
we been letting him rock.
Bite Down for 7 years. We ain't never said nothing.
Because he feel how he feel.
Yeah. You supposed to feel how you feel, on BD. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the whole thing came from like when you call niggas out and say, you know what you gonna do?
Same shit I just, he antagonized us, folks. On
It's
BD.
like, yeah, it's like everybody men at the end of the day for and everybody gangster. So that's what a lot of that shit came from. It ain't no,
Man,
it's bigger than bite down at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even about the initial thing. It's more like, you feel me? Like,
him pressing the issue on it after all these years.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Repeating
There's nobody get no fuck with folks who left that shit between him and bite down. Ain't nobody, you ain't heard nobody say nothing on speed because we all understood how he supposed to felt about that situation. However he feel, we give him that on BD. You know what I'm saying? But
on the flip side of that, he reunited you and Breezy. They saying he got the whole 600 together.
He did. I just told him we got pictures from 2-3 years ago on the block. Like we just, it's just the internet,
late,
bro. Like we,
I'm trolling. I'm gonna tap in with you though. We gonna, nigga, y'all heard it here first. Tay say he gonna run it, man.
He gonna slide. I'm slide
we
with
on
him.
that, folks.
We gonna figure it out. All right, look.
Bet.
Nah, I said it. What you gonna say?
I said, no, you know I said we gonna get it done. You know that.
All right, bet. Say that.
Look.
Yo, reunion probably insane.
You see, he just said everything I just said.
Yeah, he did.
We not know. Like, you don't hear shit like that about 600. We niggas from 600 went on the drill and killed some babies or killed a little kid or shooting bitches and shit like that.
That's
you
why
never
I looked
hear
a
that.
little weird one. I'm like, damn, because like even I keep up a lot of this shit, but then I had to go back and look at it. I'm like, damn.
Like, you can't find that in no documentary, no nothing. No nothing. They tried to put that shit on Makadoo, but that was some whole other shit.
Yeah.
You see me? But it's 2 allegations. There's never been no shit that 600 be doing some wild shit like that, bro. So, nah, bro. That shit just too much. But it's just like niggas calling us out. Like, oh yeah. 600 bet not, 600 bet not, 600 bet not. So we did it, nigga. Real life. Turned that shit to real life. Nigga, free national free bite down day, everybody.
We dealing with like a similar one out here because like there's a big Hoover Rico. Like they arrested like a couple dozen gang members and we know some of them. Some of them are like kind of popping rappers and shit. And basically like they're being accused of trafficking girls, beating the shit out of girls, underage girls.
That's
pimping them, all this crazy shit.
That shit we ain't into.
For sure. But it's kind of weird because it's like so many of us aren't gonna just like jump out the window and be like, man, f him, etc. Mm-hmm. We're gonna like kind of wait to see the information, but then at the same time, like the shit in the indictment looks so bad. But we kind of been through this before. We've like seen people be made to look really, really bad, and then when it comes down to it, they don't look that bad. So do you really want to be the person who's going to write somebody off and treat them like they're the worst person on earth?
Like even with Diddy.
Yeah.
Diddy got found guilty for 2 little ass child. All that shit gone.
We were all talking about Diddy like he was a serial rapist, had underage girls getting at his parties, he was drugging people, all this shit, and there's no confirmation of any of that.
That's why I keep my 2 cents to myself on a lot of shit, especially with criminal shit, with niggas going to jail and shit like that. Mm-hmm. I just sit back because a lot of this niggas really, it's really you guilty until you proven innocent, and that's just it's fucked up.
I mean, we had people on this podcast before who were like, something happens in the news and we're talking about them like they're a serial killer, and then fast forward a week or two and you find out, oh, it was basically like total self-defense, and then you're like, fuck, I was just sitting here talking about this dude and I was like, so wrong,
talking shit,
yeah,
and niggas didn't do the shit people said they did.
Yeah, happens.
So that phone call, y'all ain't had no type of mutual ground? It don't seem like it, right?
No.
What was y'all relationship before all this internet shit? Y'all know each other personally, or?
Man, see, we got mutual people, and that's why I'm disappointed in them. Yeah. Cause Shorty was cool. He cool with a lot of niggas from out here. We ain't never had bumped heads with them on no shit like that. So it's like, why the fuck you want to get on the internet for the world and do that? Like, if you wanted to beef with us, you could have been said that. If you ain't like us, you could have been said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really been cool. Like, me and him, I could pull up our DMs. Nigga, I was talking to him while he was in jail, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool. It's always been mutual. Even with the shit with Bite Down. That shit, this 2-3 years ago, a year ago, all that shit. Like, so it's weird, bro. I don't like the weird shit.
So you never had any kind of issues with Lil Zay in the past or whatever?
Never.
Because one thing that I saw pulled up is that like people brought up an old YouTube video of Zay where Chief Keef commented on it like he is not GBE back in the day. And I don't know exactly what the context was, but I guess there was at least a little friction way back in the day.
I mean, you know, that's Sosa. Sosa don't like nobody. So it probably was a situation to where he was around some people that was
Right.
around Sosa and people, or he probably said it on some troll and shit like, oh, I'm finna sign. And he like, hell no, he ain't. Like, that's Sosa though. That's Sosa. So I don't even remember that. I don't even.
Yeah, I don't think most people do, but for sure I would have asked him about the interview if we knew about it. But okay, which direction you want to take this? Because
I mean, we should hit all the hot topics right now. So, all right, another major story that's going on right now, and I don't even know how to kick it off. But all right, they trying to say T Grizzly backdoored his own aunt that he was sleeping with, and they trying to say 600 niggas had something to do with it. That's
God
what the internet said.
damn,
I'm
what
like,
we just the women killers now? God damn, like this shit so new, like bro. First of all,
and hold on, before you say that, when niggas, I don't know if you go do your Say Cheese interview, wasn't that Woo on the steps with you?
yeah. That's
So
my
all right,
brother.
so that's some backstory behind it. So what's
That's
y'all?
my brother.
What's
I
y'all
don't even
relationship?
know how I was in jail. I don't know how he got around any of them niggas. I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I just know he free right now. We got him out. Something happened with the trial, and I think he gotta still go to trial or whatever. But I don't know shit about that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's a crazy situation, and it's weird with that because it's like 5 years later, now the internet painting that picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, where that story come from? Why y'all been ain't? I don't know.
Niggas jumping out the window with that one, right? So it's like,
it's some shit going on, bro. I don't know none. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's another nigga. I know Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang a good nigga.
but you ain't been in communication that much in recent times.
What? Who? With me and Wu-Tang?
Yeah.
Yeah, I talk to Wu-Tang every day.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he out. He free.
So did you know that this trial was going to happen and that people were going to be talking about all this shit?
No, I didn't know. Like, it was like he just been in jail quietly for all these years, bro.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I just knew that he was on a gun charge or some shit, and something happened. He got shipped out of Illinois. So, you know, I don't ask too many questions. He called me, I nigga send money, talk to him, shit like that.
oh, yeah. Let me ask you this though. All right, so niggas was saying it's a little weird that T Grizzly ain't try to fall back from y'all niggas because him and Buka still got a close situation. Was there any type of?
We don't with Buka.
Yeah.
So I don't know nothing about. I've never met T Grizzly. You got to think I was in jail from 17 to 19. So with that, all that when they was running around together and shit, I don't know nothing about that shit.
Yeah.
But me and Buka ain't seen eye to eye for a long time since before that. Damn no.
And y'all still not, because it seemed like I seen the other day, Take a Pun, all the other 600 members, everybody
We
seemed
be
like.
outside. We be outside. We be on our blocks.
So Buka's still not good with y'all niggas.
You don't see him, do you?
I ain't seen him. But also I know that he got all this OTF shit going on, so maybe I thought niggas just ducked off, staying out the way.
Even before that, did you see Buka with us?
Nah, I didn't. But I ain't see you and Tay on the phone either. I'm seeing you and Tay having conversations and shit.
We asked him about Tay in the
I can show
interview.
you pictures though, me and Tay from a few years back.
Word.
But like a year and a half ago when we did the interview, you gave kind of like a halfway answer when we were asking you about your relationship with him.
Yeah, because it still wasn't like it was refresh at that point. You know what I'm saying? So it was still like, but we done been around each other so much, we got reacquainted, like, and we done got to talk and understand each other. So it's the same love it was back then now.
Do you feel like you made any mistakes in terms of how you maybe like prematurely judged Tay, or were you wrong about anything that you said about him at that time?
No, we was all wrong about how we went about it and got on the internet about family business. You know what I'm saying? Like, he even, like, we cool to this point now because he's even gotten on the internet and said, like, he might have said a little bit too much more than what he's supposed to say. And that's accountability, and that's all we ever wanted from him. Like, I ain't never got up there and be like, he a bitch and he want this and that. I've always said in interviews, like, man, we love Shorty and we just, you know, but it's all good because he took the accountability that we asked for. And shit, we still love him the same. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get on the stand and point folks out and do all that shit. He ain't do no, you know. So, shit, I still love him the same. He the same person.
Respect.
So it seemed like 600, y'all done got y'all movement getting back right.
Man, it's so many niggas that done came home from jail behind the scenes and
Word.
like like I said, we strong right now, bro. Like we the strongest we been in a long time.
How you felt about Shark on Land giving Buka advice on the internet? And he went viral because that nigga he said, Buka, T Grizzly, y'all need to leave town, flee, leave America, get the fuck on, enjoy your life.
See,
niggas kind of felt like why you saying all that?
I don't be liking how the internet paint shit though, because they cut the clip and made it seem like Shark was just like, oh, y'all need to get out of there, y'all did that shit. He was like, oh man, the internet is doing this to y'all, man. Y'all might wanna.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it was like more obvious with context that he was just around. Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, man. They pick and choose with people and how they, you know what I'm saying? But you know, that's my blood cousin. That's my cousin. And Shark a gangster at the end of the day. Like,
now that nigga still be out on the block doing this. He on his motivational shit too, though.
Yeah. You know, niggas grown men got kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be damn enough finna get married, all type of shit. So it's like niggas be on some different shit, but Shark a gangster though. Like,
so he's turning into J-Man? The J-Man of 600?
Kind of was on that before J-Man. I'm not going
Shark?
Yeah. He's not pushing peace?
He kind of, well, he I ain't gonna say pushing peace, but like he was on
compared to y'all
trying to get people to do better though. Like he been pushing that agenda though. Like telling like black people we need to do better as a whole.
Yeah.
Like adding Trump and shit.
Y'all right. He definitely been on his peace shit and unity shit.
Yeah.
But he...
Oh, you saying he'll still get on that behind
him?
He'll be on some bullshit because he had one clip where he like, Donald Trump, we need to get the... And then he'll be right on the block calling niggas out. So he don't know. He'll switch it up.
Because he a real gangster, so it's like he be trying to play nice on the internet and shit, bro. Like, and then just the little situations he had and shit, like people would try to play him, but he it's in him. He gonna get on that. Like, so that's why he be clicking from that to that. Like, oh yeah, man, the peace. He be like, man, I'm out here right now. Ooh, this is my shit. Shark on Land.
Popcorn. Shout out Shark on Land.
But yeah, shout out Cuz.
Yo, so you have like a broken foot right now?
Yeah.
And I was asking why, and you were like, man, I've just been hanging out in Chicago too much.
I just be outside.
How does that make sense? What's that mean?
Shit be going on, man. Shit be going on.
So you're just like drawn back to Chicago? You just kind of find yourself always wanting to do something out there?
No, it's like, you know, majority of my kids is in Chicago, so I can't avoid Chicago. Like, and I can put them on planes and shit easily, but it's just it's so much shit behind the scenes I'm going through with family wise with my pops, my grandma, all type of shit. Like, I got to be around my family right now. So shit, since February, I've been in Chicago for real. Like, and then it's me, so I'm around, and 600Breezy
draws a lot of attention no matter what you do.
Shit gonna happen.
You go to the gas station, people
to
are
the wrong gas station, wrong stove.
People are in the group chat. 600Breezy is at the Sitco.
Shit just might happen.
But how does that explain you breaking your foot? You just got into a situation. Did I just guess correctly with the gas station?
No.
Oh, okay. No. I thought you were like confirming it for a second, but
no, I just shit be happening. My foot broke. That's all. I can't really tell you what happened.
Shit. Sometimes your foot just breaks. There's like 100 bones in your foot, so it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
It's a good story for someday, probably.
You know, I'll tell you off camera though.
Nah, for sure. Oh man.
All right, man. It's really a lot of places we can go with this, man. All right, you and King Yella still at it?
The donkey, man. All right, look, this is my last that I'm not beefing with no nigga that don't come to Chicago that's from there and be on the internet. It just be like, it was the fact that Yella mentioned me so much all them times when I was begging him to stop and all that shit, and he just kept. So now people be asking me about him. So now when people ask me about him, I keep it real. I'm that nigga up. I don't like him. Yeah. He a bitch. That's just verbal. I'm gonna be verbal with that. He a hoe to me. Like,
because all this stem from resparking back up. You got asked about him in the interview.
Yeah.
I guess he responded.
Yeah. So that's basically what that was. He the shit from the other day.
Yeah.
I had did a podcast out here and shit. That's what that was. They asked about him. I said what I said. Boom. Now that get his chance to let me make a YouTube video. talk shit about Breezy. He gave me my leeway. Like, you know what I'm saying? I usually don't give him no leeway, but now I'm giving him leeway because he didn't talk about me so much. It's like, damn, could you just come fight me, bro? Like, I want to get it over with. I just want to punch on the nigga. I'm not trying to shoot him, do none of that other crazy shit. I just want to fight.
You do like an organized boxing event with him? Or
they tried to do that with us already and he didn't want to do it, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like,
who tried to set it up?
You know what I'm saying? Two niggas, and they had a bunch of money too, bro. This was a long time ago though, bro.
So you saying
he's in? You can find shit on YouTube where he like, oh yeah, I ain't gonna fight Breezy because afterwards they gonna try to this and this and that. We not on that, bro. I just really want to fight. That's it. Like it's men. I don't like you. You don't like me.
And this shit thing, y'all never even like really had no real smoke besides a little mall situation.
And that wasn't even no smoke. When I met him in that mall, we wasn't ops. We still not ops. I just don't like him and I want to fight him.
Well, you were pissed because they misrepresented it after, right? And acted like
they act like they chased me and all that shit, and all that shit then the video dropped.
King Yella got locked up for a while for some like pimping shit, right? We got to run that paperwork.
Did he get this for pimping?
He said run the
Wasn't it some pimping shit?
He
I'm gonna text Whack.
We
need the work.
It was something like that, but yeah, he recently just got out. He been out for like 2-3 months now.
For pimping? Well,
that's what they saying.
Though, so.
Allegedly, I'm
Vegas.
Not. I can't remember exactly, but I feel like that was it.
I ain't hear nothing.
Then he went viral recently because he had like took the sip of liquor and like passed out. I think it was
nigga drinking Crown Royal and shit. Old ass nigga, what the fuck is you doing? Why are you drinking Crown Royal?
You thought that was real? I
think he been hanging around 607 and he kind of know how to work the algorithm a little bit.
Man, I just don't like that nigga, man. I really don't like that nigga. Like, it's nobody in this world that I don't like more than Simone. Like, no bullshit. Like, he a bitch with a bitch name and all that shit, bro. Like, I just really want to fight. I really just want to get it over with. This is my last time mentioning him, though, because he gonna look, 600Breezy once again. Call him no jumper. And then, like, you fat bitch. Come back to Chicago. Why you don't come home? You ain't got family. You don't miss your people and shit. Like, you scared? We be outside.
Well, he was prematurely celebrating Q50's death.
And a nigga jumped right on live and then...
He had a whole YouTube video about it. Q50 is dead. Yay.
What?
Swear to God. We can put it on the screen.
Though. Like,
is he?
I mean, he's a street journalist. Is he not? A lot of these rap niggas turn street journalists now. He one of the pioneers for Chicago. A lot of niggas is hopping on the internet doing journalist shit. He one of the first niggas that was doing it.
A street journalist is crazy.
When a journalist hears a rumor that someone died, do you know what they do? They start checking records. They start looking at police reports. They try to like access the hospital. They do research to try to get to the truth. Like, you're just a sensationalist provocateur if you immediately make a YouTube video lying when you obviously don't even know that he's dead. Nobody thought he was dead. We were talking about it in the group chat and shit. Everybody's trying to figure out if he was dead, but nobody thought he was dead. He just titled the YouTube video like that to get clicks.
He just disappointed. He didn't even
it's a hell of an op you got there. Yeah.
I hate that nigga, bro. Him, ain't no shout out to Yella. You, nigga. Die. What the nigga? I just want to just fight me, and I swear to God, bro. I swear, and I'll come to Vegas. It could just be me and you. Don't nobody got to be there or nothing, bro. I just want to know the satisfaction that I got to punch your bitch ass. That's it. That's it, bro.
Hey, y'all do the boxing match, man. Y'all gonna go crazy though.
Hey, I'm with that. He be saying, no, niggas think because now they work out and they got a little size, they want to. No, when I was skinny in the mall, I was 170 pounds soaking wet. If it was beef, they would have jumped me, bro. They would have, nigga would have did something. Like,
okay, let me ask you about this hypothetical though. I was trying to set up a boxing match at one point between 4Extra and King Pill, and 4Extra basically was like, no, I'm not gonna fight him. Now, obviously, he got his hand blown off after this, which kind of dampened this whole situation. But his reasons for not wanting to do a boxing match with him were like, he's a smoker. Basically, he just thought he was a tweaker bum. And then also saying like, you know, he also clearly didn't want to do it because of the politics of King Pill being a blood and him being a Crip. Like, that was messy to him. He basically just like doesn't with him so much that he didn't want to fight him. And a lot of people felt the way about that because it's like, you know, you're in the county jail fighting people for free. how are you going to say no to like $50,000 to fight somebody just because you think they're a piece of shit? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
but he probably a nigga that don't prey on the weak though. Like on some real gangster shit.
I think he wanted to fight somebody who was more on his level. Yeah,
exactly. So he probably looking at him. That's why he's saying, man, he a smoker. He probably know how he be. He a smoker. Cause like, going crazy. I'm not fighting that nigga. I'll hurt that nigga. Like so, I can see that though. I can see that he look like a nigga. I ain't never seen him really bully some little niggas. He be on some gangster shit. So that probably is what that was. He's just like, he don't pray on the week, and he like, he'll look weak as hell if he whoop him on camera too for that little money.
But there's no part of you, because you could obviously go in that direction with King Yella too. You could be like, I'm not fighting him. He's a loser. I'm a man out here. I'm not fighting this dude.
No, that nigga big as hell.
It's still valid. Yeah. You would still get credit if you knocked him out.
Big as hell. So so to me already in my mind it's gonna be some type of little challenge there. So I definitely don't want to fight no little bitty niggas. He big as hell, so I don't feel like I'm picking on him and no shit like that. His ass is a goofy though, but I ain't picking on a nigga. He just mentioned me so much that we got to get that shit off our chest. It gotta happen.
For sure.
So last interview we had Mimo up here. Mimo and Wack ran into each other up here, and they had a cordial conversation and shit. You know what I'm saying? They pieced it up.
They was beefing.
They had some internet shit going on where I guess Mimo and Wack was going back and forth on internet.
Mimo said that Wack tried to sign him just to beef with Durk.
Oh, I remember.
That was kind of like the start of it, and then Wack said like, I never said that. That wasn't why I was trying to f with you, etc. And then that was the start of it for sure.
I remember that shit. Okay, I remember that shit.
But they ran into each other up here and they pieced it up. I like had a good mutual conversation.
Yeah.
And then I guess I don't know what the happened. Them niggas back beefing and shit online.
Oh really?
Man, they been going back and forth.
Jeez.
Wack saying what he's saying, Mimo saying what he's saying. What's up with Mimo nowadays? Mimo been on that, but like Mimo ain't got no filter nowadays. You ever hit him like, hey, we gotta chill?
Yeah, and that bitch don't listen, so I ain't even going. So we go. We just going cause folks be tripping. He be tripping. That's all I'm gonna say. His ass be tweaking.
Cause the besides the Wack shit, him and Wack going back and forth, whatever, right? The shit that really made me like, oh yeah, Mimo ain't got no filter, was the Makadoo shit. Like after Makadoo passed away, he immediately on Instagram trolling the situation. Everybody like, "What's up, 600 old block? Cool."
Yeah, that it looked crazy in the hood, but you know, I'm one of the niggas that like I don't really know Duke and them like that neither. So that's he know them and that's they homies and shit. So I'm not gonna feel how the niggas felt, but I know that shit wasn't no shit he was supposed to do though. But shit, they was beefing with each other. They had some shit going on, so.
But just in general, it feels like there's so many people that are part of hoods in Chicago that were getting along for a long ass time, and now we're just seeing all these fractures of different people.
All that clicking up shit.
Where all the big dogs with each other, and then like the dudes under them all of a sudden are dissing each other. It's getting kind of wild.
Them niggas still in the streets for real, so it's real situations and real shit happening. Niggas stealing from each other and each other bitches and sneak this and pillow talking and just backdoor shit. Like, so that's where that come from. Man, like you can't do nothing to stop that because them niggas still in the trenches. They still doing everyday shit. So, and a lot of them niggas are slime balls. So,
do you think Durk being locked up is significant in the sense that he probably could have told people to fall back on dissing each other at a certain point, and now he's not necessarily able to communicate as easily?
What you mean by significant though?
Well, I'm just thinking about like Chucky and Shoebox Baby dissing each other and just thinking that like, damn, like if Durk was out, well, I guess that was going on before Durk went in too. So, I mean, that's just like an example of like, damn, we were kind of used to seeing all these sides being on the same page.
Yeah, I said, but he really ain't gonna have no say so in niggas beefing with each other. If niggas gonna beef, they gonna beef. They ain't gonna be like Durk and Carl niggas and be like, man, y'all chill out. If some shit happened with them niggas already, especially in the streets, can't nobody tell them nothing.
So Durk saying that would be unrealistic because like Chicago rappers are the #1 dudes who are like, we don't got OGs. But I'm thinking like Durk's an OG. Like if you're under him or you in any way with him, you're gonna listen to him. No, but you don't think he would even try to?
He's just a huge rapper. He's a big time, one of the biggest rappers that ever come out of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not no gang leader or no shit like that.
Right.
Like that'll be niggas like that. Niggas that's gang leaders and shit got say so. It's niggas behind the scenes that can be like, hey, y'all chill the f out, and niggas gonna be like, ugh. and they gonna chill out though.
But some niggas be having a little rank with they block or somewhere, right? Like if you can tell some of your little homies to chill, niggas might fall back and stop dissing and doing somewhat. Some online shit.
Yeah, but
The reason I say that, cause like Zay recently, he was on academic stream, and cause you was saying how Durk could stop niggas from beefing. I guess, you know, he's saying that OTF niggas that was all around, but THF niggas still ended up taking Zay watch. But Zay saying like he had hollered at Zoo to get it back, but Zoo must ain't got pulled like that no more because the nigga couldn't get the watches back from him. So how you feel when you hear shit like that? Cause like you saying ain't no big homies where a nigga ain't finna just get no watches back because the nigga said so?
See, I'm not from 4-6, so I don't know when Zoo was ever able to tell niggas like, oh yeah, I never seen that.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So where we come from ain't no big eyes and little U's.
Yeah.
Like we all them niggas. So we ain't really got no like even the little homies, we don't treat them niggas like little homies. We treat them with the same respect, mutual respect. So it's like if a nigga did some foul shit, we have to call as a group, as a unit, and call a nigga and tell them like, nah, bro, you got to get that shit back. Like that one right. You got to get that shit back. Ooh. Not one person is gonna be able to call and be like,
make somebody,
man, bro, yeah, that's like some Larry Hoover and them shit. Like that's some gang leader shit for real. Like ain't no niggas in the streets really got that type of pull. Like for real. Niggas got respect, but ain't nobody that can just one nigga that can just really call a motherfucker and be like, man, get that shit back.
What was your thoughts when you seen people trying to say that Larry Hoover might have allegedly said something or said told back in the day? It was like an old article that got resurfaced, and they were saying that Larry Hoover might have gave a statement back in the day. Then niggas did videos on it and went everywhere. What's your thoughts on that and the likeliness of that being true? Because I know niggas in Chicago is politicking behind the scenes, like behind and tripping up.
No, see, me like, my thing be, I ain't never heard that shit or synced it. So when shit pop up like that from, and they supposed to be from the 70s or something.
It was a news article from the 70s where
I got some paperwork or some shit from the 70s just out y'all ass now when they saying this man finna be free.
Like the guy who wrote it is dead. Everybody who worked at the newspaper at that time is dead.
To this.
It's kind of crazy.
There's no credibility to this. So no, bro. No. I don't be believing shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, cause it was too long. Like I would have heard that in the streets. Oh, Larry a snitch. I ain't never like, you know, all the different gangs. A lot of gangs don't like GDs in Chicago because GD is one of the biggest gangs in Chicago. Yeah. So out of all the disrespectful things I've ever heard niggas say towards Gangsta Disciples, I've never heard them say that Larry told on a nigga. So I don't believe that shit.
But people always say like, you need the black and white. If you're gonna make an accusation about somebody telling, you need the paperwork. I mean, the newspaper feels like paperwork, even though this is like a journalist communicating what he read in a police report, presumably, but it's like, it's been too long for us to go back and really figure out how the journalist was able to come to this conclusion.
Yeah, because that's from the 70s. Hell no.
Was it like 1964?
Yeah, like I'm not believing no shit from 70 years ago, bro. Like that's crazy as 50 years ago, 60 years. That's insane. Like that's insane.
But if niggas saying it's there, and you know what I'm saying, it's like niggas might not want to believe it, but like I'm not saying it's true or not, but like if a nigga wrote it out on paper in an article.
We've been in the times of the internet for 20, 30 years now.
Yeah.
If you can't find that shit on there, it ain't happen. Like if you ain't been found that on there, it ain't happen. It ain't happen. The internet gonna give you everything you need, especially with some judicial shit like that. No.
So you feel like you niggas gotta have a black and white?
I mean that, or it'd be a situation where like it was some niggas that was there can prove they was there and be like, no, that nigga told. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Are you concerned at all that you're just like not open-minded to the possibility? Because I know, like, okay, if I found out that like Tupac was a snitch right now,
this Tupac,
that would be a pretty
Larry Hoover.
I know, but I'm saying like if I found out that like you know
these
Biggie,
are two different.
Even like the most gangster rapper, if I found out, it would bum me out to have to now deal with that information, right?
What Tupac was to hip hop is what Larry Hoover was to the streets. Period. Not even just Chicago, to the streets. So that's two different total things. Nigga said Tupac snitch. You know what I'm saying? They ain't, but this a gangster. This a worldwide gangster we talking about. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the Big Meech situation where everybody been praising Big Meech all these years.
And yeah, they treated him weird as hell. He got out. Somebody said, I don't believe that shit, man. He just
50
did
Cent the one put it out there.
Man, I ain't see that, man. I don't believe that, bro. I can't because he been gone all this time. The only nigga that ever said he told was the Blue Da Vinci nigga or some shit like that.
And Tammy, supposedly the chick that's above, he supposedly told Tammy to snitch on somebody to help him get some time. Tammy is working with 50 Cent on the BMF show.
So how does that make Big Meech a snitch if he told the bitch to snitch and she told and he didn't tell?
Cause he's I don't know, I'm just going over 50 point out there.
How can she the snitch? The bitch the snitch.
Yeah.
Not Big Meech. Big Meech did not tell them people shit. He didn't tell them nothing. But we got a snitch saying, oh, he told me to snitch. And everybody like, oh, he a snitch. That ain't how that worked.
All right, but what if it is? All right, so what if it is some truth to it? And if a nigga really did say, hey, snitch on that nigga to line it up so I can get some time off, is secondhand snitching?
I never heard of nothing called secondhand.
But I mean, shit. If you got niggas, you line chicks up to snitch on you, it's crazy.
Look at it like this. That's some gangster shit. That's some player shit that he did. Because if that's true, he like, I'm not finna tell and up my shit, but bitch, if they telling you they gonna knock time off my shit and your shit, go ahead. I don't give what you tell them. Just don't tell on me.
But I think he kind of helped lined up the snitching though. I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
he kind of gave her the
snitching via proxy.
Exactly. Like he kind of gave her the alley-oop to snitch.
And then I don't even believe that, because when have you ever heard of a motherfucker getting a deal for two people?
So 50 Cent just bogus.
Gotta be, because when have you ever heard somebody snitching and they get their time cut and they mins? And this Big Meech, he the head of the case. So you telling me the female went and, oh, I'ma tell, but you gotta cut both our time.
It sounded a little fishy.
What
I thought was weird about it was like, all right, so 50, you was cool with him. Cause you had to know that he was a snitch somewhat, right? If you was like, I felt like 50 Cent exposed it after he took that picture with Rick Ross. But then it's also like, so 50, you was kind of cool with him being a snitch until he did the picture with Rick Ross. He took that picture and then
that's true.
So then now
that's
that he
fact.
so like now you calling him out about it,
and
but you knew.
And that happened just like that too. That's factual. That's factual. Yeah, 50 bogus. 50 bogus for that.
Okay, but he's making all this money off him. So it's like, you know, all right, if you were a rapper and I had you signed to me and I found out you were telling, I mean, this is my investment. I ain't even got my money back yet. So I got to hold on to that information for dear life. I'm going to do whatever I can to erase that shit from the record. But then we fall out, boom, everybody needs to know.
But then you bogus now. If you a street nigga too, I'm like, this nigga know I'm a snitch and he up here. Yeah. So
it could be a publicity stunt too, though. It could be us on some shit like 50 just doing that to make the attention go to their show or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Shit, you never know.
Man, let me ask you this. So what 50 hit you right now? Like, look, I'm going to throw you this $1 million. We finna do the 600 documentary. And I'm finna gas you up and say you a snitch. You gonna run with it?
For $1 million, and I know I ain't never told on them. Can't nobody ever, it ain't never happened, so it can't never come out there.
But if they had like a little bit of something, and he was like, look, we're gonna take it and run with it for the promo. We're gonna say you a snitch.
If they had a little bit of something, I wouldn't be against the rapper right now.
But that's what they use. But I don't think any nigga sitting there using no promo. I highly doubt Big Me's like, all right, look, we're gonna run with the snitching shit.
That's just it's a option of things. You know what I'm saying?
But his name is up from that shit. You know, like
I ain't gonna lie. Like,
that's what I'm saying. As a street nigga, could any nigga even want to do that? Even if the bag was right.
That shit. But with a nigga they ain't never had shit for $1 million, they taking that.
But it's like, even if he was getting like $1 million for it, it's like, it's gonna f up his long-term financial future.
Look at it like this.
Same thing with that nigga. He don't want that.
That can make, what if that nigga make a diss better than a diss than 50 ever did towards Ja Rule, anything like this 50 so well on some drill shit with a whole bunch of niggas with guns and shit, bro, and that shit just do some 100 million views type shit.
I think he would have did it by now.
Yeah, you're being very optimistic. Normally a rollout would be like an immediate.
I'm saying with the oh, I'm gonna give you $1 million and then I'm gonna do this. Well, what? All right, nigga, give you $1 million. Now you got $1 million, and now you feeling yourself and you make a raw ass diss towards 50 and that diss blow up. Now, you know what I'm saying? You got $1 million. Now you making extra money because you just lyrically slaughtered a great, especially a nigga that beef with niggas too.
But you
think this, or you're saying like, what if?
No, I'm saying what if.
Let me ask you, though, as a street nigga though, you willing to take a hit on your street cred for a little bit of paper?
Nah, hell no.
That's what I'm saying. So I highly doubt that nigga.
Hell no. Because I'm a real street nigga, so all I got is my name. You know what I'm saying? Your face card is everything. You know what I'm saying?
So like even Kodak Black doing a song with 6ix9ine, that's a no-go for you?
Yeah, that was a super no-go, especially had like, see, like Kodak don't portray himself as like just like some super tough ass street nigga and no shit like that. I don't know if he changed over time or what, but Kodak just seemed like one of the cool niggas that's in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't knock him because I don't know how much they paid him, but I wouldn't have did it.
Wax said he gave him over $1 million.
He gave him $1 million. Yeah. I mean, my whole thing with it is that I don't think Kodak really took that much like reputational damage because number one is Kodak. He's such a legend that people just are not going to write him off the way that they would write off a lot of people. And then also he did multiple things through making that song that made it pretty clear that he didn't actually with 6ix9ine. So I feel like a lot of people just sort of were like, you know what? He's a troll. He does a bunch of silly shit, crazy, goofy shit, this guy Kodak. So, you know what? We're just not really going to judge him that harshly for it, you know? I feel like with you, oh no, they're on you.
Oh no, what?
That's a street dude. 600Breezy, yeah, we on his ass.
What? And I already owe him a ass kicking. So
yeah, oh man. Yeah, a Chicago game member. Out here. Hell no.
I went to jail for him. You forgot? No, I'm not. Hell no. That's why I don't even play with him. I never thought I was gonna go to jail for threatening a nigga on the internet. I didn't fully threaten him all the way. I just was saying, you think you gonna die, and then I was on the run. Like,
you talking about the 6ix9ine situation?
Yeah, like that. He dangerous, bro. That's some dangerous shit.
That's after they caught you on the stage with Drake smoking a blunt or something like that.
No, bro, that was 2017. I went to jail and did 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And I came back. And I think that shit was 6ix9ine was like 2020, bro.
Oh yeah,
it's like 2020, and we jumped on live. He was on live on that boat talking shit, and I was in the comments. I said something, and he just synced my comment and added me to the shit. I'm like, man, I got on that shit, and we just started arguing as soon as my face popped up. But it was like I was on parole though. You feel me? And shit, somebody from his team just contacted them people and told them like, oh yeah, he just threatened him, you know? So
and they used that live threat just as a reason to, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, but it was some more shit though. They used that. So then when they came looking for me for that in Atlanta, then they found out I wasn't at my address no more. And that shit, it was a lead up because the lady called me though. The lady called me the day after we was arguing and told me to come take a UA. And the whole time I'm in LA.
So you can't even make it.
And it's during COVID time, so I sent her fake COVID papers and shit. I kept sending them. Like, I still got COVID. It got to the point where the bitch told me, like, just put on the mask and come in. And I'm like, no. No. So, and then it's like, I knew another bitch that worked there, a little young black girl, and she called me from her phone and was like, yeah, no, they trying to lock you up, 600Breezy. They want me to lock you up. So I'm like, damn. But when I finally got caught, then when I seen that in my paperwork, that shit was so unbelievable. I had posted, academics had posted it and all type of shit.
I remember now. So what was the situation? Because then you also got arrested like right after you hopped on stage with Drake, right?
Yeah, so that was literally like, I think that was after the King Yella and them shit, all that shit, bro. That was literally like, I think 2-3 weeks after that shit.
What award show was this again?
That was the Billboard Awards, I believe, when he won all that record of shit.
I remember, I just remember you going on stage with him. I think, and then you just going to jail.
I was in jail about a week later, so I went to court. That's what it was. I went back to Chicago after I left with them niggas from out there. Yeah, my PO in Chicago, you know, it's like a interstate transfer thing. So they basically tell me like, man, Iowa want to see you. I'm like, for what? They finna let me out early. I only had like 30 days left. No bullshit out of 5 years. They like, no, like they on some shit. So I went down there and they had papers this big of just all violations, bro. From everything, you got to think, I was on papers from beginning to the end. I was on papers from when I first dropped Don't Get Smoked. Yeah. I was on probation from Iowa with the drug case type shit. So, and they let me just rock out the whole time.
Until that moment.
Until the end. And by law, they can do that. They can reimpose your original sentence type shit. So They just, nigga, everything. Everywhere I traveled when I wasn't supposed to be, all type of shit. Guns, weed, anything. Anything that I wasn't supposed to do, they had it. Like from 2015 to 17.
And this was the feds doing it?
No,
This was just...
This was Iowa.
Okay.
It's state.
Damn, that's
That's
a
what you
slippery ass move.
You had to stay in Iowa for a minute, right? How long you was locked up?
So I did 2 years. I did 2 years. I did 17 and 19. And then I popped out. And then shit.
And then went right.
I was, you know what I'm saying? I just started going crazy again.
Have you heard about like a lot of other people having that happen to them? Where they save the charges up till the end of your probation or whatever?
With Iowa, that's what they do. Like,
Really?
The Iowa petty, like they are really, when they get you on probation, they know like this nigga ain't gonna make it. So we gonna let him do all this bullshit, then we gonna send him to prison, and then he gonna be on parole too when he get out. So that's basically what happened with me. I got 5 years probation, was almost done, but I was up so much, they sent me back to prison. Now, boom, now I go to prison and you come home on parole. So it's like a double whammy. Same case. I didn't catch no new case. It's the same charge from 2012. Same charge,
So
double
it's just
whammy.
a whole bunch
I did probation. First I did county, probation, prison, parole, and I went on a violation twice on parole again after 2019. So
and the billboard, that was in LA, right?
yeah, no, that was in Vegas.
In Vegas,
That was in
Vegas.
Vegas. Yeah.
Man, all right, so
I bumped into Fool and them that same day, earlier that day.
at the
No
mall.
bullshit at the mall.
Right.
Yeah.
It be a lot of little mixy shit, man, that just be behind the scenes shit. So here's some shit that I heard. You whooped Tory Lanez ass for Drake.
I see. So look,
Yeah, niggas don't know about this.
the story I was telling, it wasn't Tory.
Oh, word.
It wasn't Tory. We had, so I seen how Act was trying to put two and two together and saying this and that and that. So I'm not confirming shit with that. So, and shout out to Tory, you know, we fuck with Tory, you know, they did how they love, you know. But it was multiple fights happen, and that's not what I was talking about. If that was to happen, that wasn't what I was talking about. It was another rapper that was claiming that Drake stole his shit and shit like that, and we had to f that nigga up. Like,
How big of a rapper though? Like we know his name off rip.
Drum.
Is he relevant right now?
It was Drum. You were there. Because the story was always that like Drake, because he's the one who had the song that they took Hotline Bling was allegedly a ripoff of what Cha Cha Slide was what the song was called, and they allegedly called Drum to go to Drake's house, and then it was always like his security beat his ass.
Nah, that's details. See, Drake be beating up a lot of people. That's the detail situation.
Oh, where'd they see Drum at then? Oh, you're right though. That
Breezy
was.
might have to tell us.
He's sitting there quietly.
Where I see this nigga at, man? Coachella was going down 2017.
Oh yeah, they saw Drum somewhere else. You're right.
Academics
Coachella
put this
was lit
through,
up.
'cause I know the song from Drake. He said just like that one time at Coachella. Then when you Academics said it, I'm like, all right.
see, Academics is just trying to, he putting pieces together. I'm not confirming none of that shit. Just know what happened, and we
Who
put
was
our
that
hands
chilling,
on
man?
niggas. We put our hands on niggas, man. But yeah,
It's
you
the
know,
OVO code of silence. You can't,
it just
can't speak on that. Huh?
because I don't know if niggas will get on some police shit or any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga I was talking about, I feel like he gonna get on some police shit.
Especially with Drake involved.
Yeah, he's money. So if I get up here and confirm that we whooped his ass, and what if he been tried to do some shit back then? Now he gon', oh yeah, look, see, he just told us. Now I'm gonna get subpoenaed and I'm gonna be the main. Like it's just
Let me ask you this: how you feel about how Drake handling the Kendrick Lamar Drake
The lawsuit,
and him getting Kendrick Lamar involved in it and all shit like that?
See, me personally, I ain't mad at him, and I ain't mad at him for the reason of if them niggas really cheated with the numbers, then he didn't lose that battle. He didn't lose that war. So it's like he basically like they cheated. I know this nigga ain't beat me fair and square. So we gonna take it to court since y'all got me looking crazy. So it's just like the fact that they keep giving him motions, and like I think too, they just made them hand over something else, and it's looking like they did that shit.
because we all think that the major labels are shady as We all know they're buying plays. We all know they're running all kinds of devious shit. They own a lot of the medias, the playlists, all this shit. And so, all right, imagine this scenario if there wasn't a Kendrick versus Drake beef, and if it was just Drake getting disgruntled with the label and wanting to file a lawsuit. We would all be cheering him on. Drake's standing up to these gigantic corporations, and he's going to be the reason why we all now know what goes on behind the scenes.
For sure.
It's only with the Kendrick layer of it that people are able to paint it as this is anti-hip hop. All that. This is anti-gigantic corporations who are basically feeding the music fans bullshit.
Yeah, and because if we put it back to how it used to be, and the only niggas that'd be popping is the niggas that's actually popping and people really listening to them, and not bots and pushing them in their face and making it seem like they hot. The music industry probably be totally different right now.
Yeah, I mean, if this lawsuit really was Drake is suing Kendrick because Kendrick said mean things about him, then I think we would all have to unanimously agree that Drake should just get over it and not use the legal system.
That's not what it is, though,
but
right?
that's not what it is. Yeah,
that's what I say. That's not what it is. I wouldn't agree with that at all.
Yeah,
but it's the fact is like shit. Now they cheated. They helped this nigga.
they cheated. It's crazy. Like, hey, them niggas cheated, beat me in battle.
They cheat on God. Like you going like hell no. I'm sitting. He just sitting back and people just talking shit about him and oh Drake. But yeah, they making it seem like okay, he's still the same artist that he is. That shit didn't change nothing. He just you know what I'm saying. Kendrick is a lyrical West Coast nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a whole different battlefield that he jumped in. Like Drake is Drake, but Kendrick is Kendrick.
I seen you say some shit that you had hit up Drake and you was like, whenever you're ready to pop up, I'm ready to pop out with you.
You know, he know I'm gonna pop outside with him. Like, cause I don't like how people making it seem like he don't want to come outside, like it's real beef with them or some shit like that.
I mean, that's what it looked like. Like he sold all his houses in LA. Like he done with LA after all that shit.
He probably just
that nigga moved to Texas and all type of shit.
I feel like that was before he moved out of LA because he built or got that gigantic house in Toronto.
Yeah,
and I think around that time is when he got rid of.
That's his real house.
Yeah.
So,
but he always been based out of Toronto and in LA. You know what I'm saying? So
but I ain't gonna lie, but he was transitioning way before the Kendrick shit though. Honestly though, like I can say that. Like it ain't like he just got up and left and just sold his houses on no. You know that would have been a big story. Like Drake sells this house and this house this week.
I mean, they was pushing that narrative. That's why.
Like no, that shit have been. You got to think he been in that Toronto house with his son for a minute now. Like he ain't really been stepping foot. You know, he used to be in Delilah and all that shit every week. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit kind of changed before then. But shit, I wouldn't want to be out here too. I'm beefing with a nigga on the national, worldwide, it's like that. Hell no, we up out of here. This day shit. Yeah. They killed Pop Smoke out here. He ain't from out. You feel me? Like, and he wasn't even into shit without her. So Drake, if I was Drake, I'd look at it like that too. Like, nah, hell no, I'm finna get up out of here.
But to be fair, I don't think I've ever heard throughout this whole thing. I never heard anybody like on a street level even really suggest they were gonna do anything to Drake out here.
Exactly, because it's not serious.
It's super serious, but it's just not serious in that way.
It's serious on wax. It's serious.
Now, if they saw each other
to music,
for sure. But that's just not gonna happen by accident. You know, or if they're teams, people super close. But I mean, let's be real.
It's gonna be too much security, too much all that shit. Like, and they not even going. They not
moving around the right way.
Hell no, and they not even gonna cross paths for real.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people have been choosing to leave LA for the last few years. Yeah, so you can't blame Drake for being one of them.
After that pandemic shit, this shit, LA ain't been the same. I moved after that. I mean, it ain't been the same.
How you feel about like LA now, like coming out here and shit? It's the same or?
No, this shit ain't the same, bro. I don't know what it is. It's just like, I used to have so much fun at LA. Like it was always some shit to do. I was always rotating through studios and rubbing shoulders with different artists, and there was always shit going on and shows and shit and all type of shit. Like you pop up and at rap shows and little events and all type of shit. It was just shit going on. It really just seemed like shit changed. This shit just got back on some gangster shit like the 90s.
and that's what everybody says about No Jumper, is that No Jumper was this crazy, eccentric, weird hip-hop underground platform, and then you just became a super gangster platform. But like, I mean, that's kind of like the story of LA also, and the story of rap music as a whole. Like people turned away from the 6ix9ines, or I mean, I guess that was like fake gangster shit or whatever, but people like stopped paying attention to a lot of that shit and started to really be more fascinated by street shit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is one of the first gangster places ever, so Like for real, Los Angeles, LA, Chicago, New York. There's like gangster places like back in the 80s and shit like that. So it's always shit repeat itself.
So you mentioned before like a 600 documentary. I actually know somebody who made a 600 documentary. What would you say if you were face to face with somebody like Trap Lil Ross?
He cool, bro. He cool. Like he just doing his job. I like Trap Lil Ross. Like I real life sit there and watch that shit for hours every day. Like if I go on my YouTube, you gonna see this on Trap Lil Ross gonna probably be in the last 5 shit I done typed in because it's like shit. I just like to see what he know. Like,
well, I've actually got a surprise for you.
He in the building, huh?
Hey, man.
Hey!
Run out here.
Nah, you ain't gotta run away, man.
I thought might be the first person to get the Stanley Cup too.
I'm ready to get the hell out of here, man. I got like 600 questions for you, man. I got a lot of questions.
Come on, bro. Come on, yeah, this history right here.
8 hours this time, man.
This.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was like, man, I hope 600Breezy ain't on no bullshit with Trap Lil Ross.
No, he cool. So it's like a lot of niggas, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like if anybody in the world was to see him and have a problem with what he do, like they just got a problem with themselves. Like all he doing is taking shit that he getting from somewhere else and putting it together and telling people story. Like he making niggas money at the end of the day. All type of shit. He making some niggas relevant that wasn't relevant before or that what ain't relevant no more. Like he helping people in a certain ways, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like people look at it like, oh, niggas just did this and did this out Chicago and woo, but he covering everything. He ain't just on no Chicago shit. Like that St. Louis. Ooh.
Oh, you see this?
Them niggas get busy. Hey, shout out to St. Louis, but y'all ass need to calm down, bro. Them niggas killed each other on the drill like that. It was like 3 niggas or some shit like that. Nigga was in the street, the 2 niggas was in the car.
Yeah, Elo B and KB6, man. I never seen nothing like that, bro. When they really pulled up to shoot each other and just nobody made it. Everyone was
everybody died. Like everybody died in a situation, bro. That shit was crazy as fuck, bro.
Right, now we're seeing Q50 going to war with these St. Louis guys. I never would have expected I'd have dropped the St. Louis thing and then next minute he beefing with the other guys that I just did a video on. Like,
wow.
But that's crazy of him because all right, if you were getting on wax and you know you big and you saying you took some shit from niggas and you go back to where they from, something gonna happen, bro. Like niggas is gangsters everywhere. Like
it's a serious place, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I see people in the comments saying these St. Louis guys went on my channel and found some new ops to beef with. They
went op shopping.
Literally, I got a whole warm up for you there. But so, look, I got a whole bunch of questions for you, man. First thing I want to ask you, this is like some ancient history, okay? Obviously, your groundbreaking song. All right, don't get smoked.
Yeah.
That really put you on the map as far as the music goes. And there was a lyric in that song that has been one of the most legendary lyrics. Some of the biggest rappers out here coming out of Chicago have said it. Where he said the score was 6-24. Now I've been trying to get to the bottom of this for years. Okay, I done created a list of ops and people that passed away. Really 6-24. Can you confirm to me, was that really like what the score was, or was that just some shit?
No, that was facts.
For real.
Because you got to think 600 at that point before I dropped Don't Get Smoked, we lost 6 niggas. So, you know, we took our hits fast. Like right now, at this point, we only lost 12 niggas and we've been at war for 15 years, but 2 of them niggas, 4 of them wasn't no gang related shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like probably so 7, 8 with gang violence type shit. But yeah, it's like that was real. That was.
Hey, so I don't know if this is out of line, man, but I made a list of who I thought the 6-24 was. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus!
But if you want to have a little look at it, and just tell me if I'm
what?
That's the 6-24 that I found, but I could be wrong.
I gotta see this list
This
too.
is
I ain't
some
gonna
cryptic shit right here. Holy.
And that face said, "Oh, no, hold on, let me see. Let me see.
I can't. We off camera.
I ain't gonna lie. The 6 that you that look accurate, and then damn.
Holy shit.
Hey, so King Von, obviously, he started saying 6.
That's crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. That's
Hey, this crazy
that's
right
damn
here.
there.
Hey, come on, man. I'm a nerd, bro. Honestly, I'm just a big fan of you guys.
You was just you did your homework though. But like that shit, niggas was reckless. That shit was on the internet. Niggas was on Twitter, all type of shit. Like
I was going crazy. You don't tweet like that no more, right?
no, they my shit gone.
Oh, for real?
But that's a great thing.
What, they took it?
That's
or what?
a great thing.
How'd you lose
used to
it?
be on there with somebody hacked it.
Oh yeah.
And then I told Empire, and that was the second time it got hacked. I'm like, that shit, fuck that shit, just took it down all the way.
I don't think anybody in Chicago still uses Twitter. Right?
We used to be heinous on Twitter.
Oh yeah, it was insane back in the day.
Niggas that get shot and niggas that tweet it before the police know, before anybody knows.
Nobody had ever even thought about the idea of like the cops reading it and utilizing it.
Yeah.
It hadn't occurred to anybody.
Now you got to go live right after. That's the whole.
It's like Lewis, they'd be going live before and they'd be using the switch on live and then talking about it, having a post-game recap afterwards, bro. It's crazy. But like, right, so the 6 to 24 thing, obviously, you popularized that. You was the first person.
Oh, the first person to ever say that.
Right?
Yeah.
Von said that a few times. He had another lyric where he followed up. He said that like 2-3 years later, he was like, the score more like 36 now. Did you feel like that was something where Von kind of maybe like bit your catchphrase, or did you feel like he was paying homage?
No, I definitely felt like he was paying homage.
Yeah.
Because that shit, we had a conversation about it when I seen them. Type shit. Yeah, for sure. Because it was like, but I already knew it was on some paying homage shit. Because he ain't no nigga that's gonna bite no shit.
Like when you dropped Don't Get Smoked, that was like 2014 time. So that would have been when Von was outside, not making no music. He probably wouldn't even think about music at all. So was he kind of looking at you as someone making music about things that were going on as kind of like was Von the type of person that would listen to that song and be like, yeah, you went hard, or would he be like, oh, you talking too much? Like, what was his?
No, he with it. Because he was locked up. I don't know if it was 2015, 16. I remember we was on the phone, and he was rapping the shit. He was like, yeah, bitch, you going crazy. Ooh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then he fighting drama at that time, so niggas wasn't never thinking to ever see him again, too. So he popped out when I was locked up. I was locked up and he popped out. Von got out. I'm Von, beat that shit. Yeah, that's crazy. Because I just knew. We knew I didn't think like on the rap shit, I knew he was going to be big, but I didn't think like he was going to become a rapper and be that big, bro. Like, I just knew he was going to be a big street nigga, like a street figure.
So like, keep it real, obviously his reputation was crazy in the streets. Did you even, was there a part of you that felt like, bro, how's this guy rapping? Like, this guy's the dude that everyone says is super, super demonic. Like, how's he jumping on the mic? Did you feel like that was kind of low key, like almost like a bit of a recipe for disaster, or you kind of was just like, yo, do your thing?
No, I felt like it was definitely like do your thing, because he really beat a lot of that shit. Then they can't come back and try him on shit. So, and it ain't like he was really just on raps incriminating the fuck out of himself. He just was putting his words together with shit that he know, like that he can visualize.
Like compared to a lot of the stuff people say now in Chicago, Von seems like he was being kind of subtle and vague, like he was kind of keeping it, like he was kind of doing it the way you're supposed to do it. Whereas a lot of these kids now, it is just so overt.
He could have, you know what I'm saying? He could have went federal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And he never did though. Like he tell his little story, he'll say some little shit that you might catch, but he never went federal. He could have went federal about a lot of shit.
The new generation just puts it all out there.
Them niggas want to go to jail. That's them niggas. I know we was doing some shit, but the way that they done them niggas like.
Wait, are you tapped in with a lot of the like young ass artists, like the Fully Chops and the little Speedies and whatnot?
Not a lot of them. I'm just thought I'll be sitting and trying to watch and tap in. Like I know like the Fat Souls and the Chuckies and shit like that. Like,
but do you feel old when you watch that shit?
No, because it's like shit. I'm still happy to be here, nigga. Shit, did we like? You feel me? I think I just lost my homie a few days ago. So you know what I'm saying? And we in our 30s now, bro.
Yeah,
that shit still going. So I'm shit. Hell, it ain't nothing gonna never make me feel old. That shit make me feel like shit. Like I made it. I'm still making it. Like I'm still. This shit still going. It's up. It's up out here.
For sure. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt this line of questioning here.
I've got like 599 questions. I've seen you in another interview talking about, speaking on Lil Jeff, and like, there was the rumor that he had 11 bodies and he'd gone even further than King Von. Like, how do you feel about these young guys just getting more and more federal? Because really, the way that Jeff was rapping, obviously he's not here anymore to face his crimes, but he was talking about openly
he was supposed to be in jail right now. for the shit at the school. His homies is sitting in jail for that right now, type shit. You know what I'm saying? So he would have been out of there. He been over it because how he was gonna beat that? Like nigga, they had like they had some shit, I think a tattoo or some shit. Then he in his songs like, yeah, we did that shit. They on live, yeah, we did that shit. That's the only way they got them.
There's that famous clip where he said, like, yeah, I went black for a week, then I came back, 2 gone. It's like, whoa, like, what are you saying?
It's like you could have did it, didn't say nothing, and got away with it fully. Now he did, and his homie sitting in jail for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And they call and complain about ain't nobody taking care of them, none of that shit. So that's just that's something that the kids need to look at right there. Like, all right, y'all look up to him because he a quote unquote killer allegedly, right? All right, boom. If he was alive right now, he would have been in jail, but he ain't alive and he got killed doing what he's supposed to do best. And you know what I'm saying? Man, his friends went to jail for some shit that they was with him with. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's a lose,
Vaughn was
lose.
supposed to be in jail too.
People be forgetting that. People be forgetting that he was the head of the O Block 5 case. Bond would have been out of there right now.
In jail right now.
And that's like, that should be up. Like, man, that's why I feel bad for Smirk, bro. I feel bad for Smirk. I hope he can beat it and shit. Cause it's like I always looked at it like, damn, why they just ain't book Vonnie on it if they got all that shit on Vonnie.
Do you know Vonnie personally?
I don't know him personally.
Never met him?
Never met him.
What about OTF Jam?
Ever. Yeah, I know Jam personally, like from back in the day when I was a shorty type shit. I know him.
When you heard the rumors that niggas was trying to put on Jam, you felt like it was.
I did an interview somewhere. I don't feel like Jam told. I don't feel like Jam told. Jam a street nigga, bro. Like real life, I've witnessed Jam. Like I can vouch for Jam. Yeah. And we ain't. And my people from Hits and them. Yeah. Like they Sadie Knife Evans and shit from my mama's side. I was over there seeing Jam. You know what I'm saying? He from a whole nother block.
Is Jam out of Jam in jail or out? You know?
Have no clue.
Niggas don't know where he at.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought he was locked up too, but
I think he locked up. But yeah, I would never put that jacket on him. Like,
there's been no proof. That's the thing. I think a lot of people have
none,
because there's that one clip of him looking a little bit uncomfortable in the background of a video, but that don't mean nothing. People saying, "Oh, he looks like he's wearing a wire." Like,
that nigga been in jail his whole life since he was a kid, bro. Of course he be looking uncomfortable. Like he got to adjust back to real life. Jam just did a lot of time, somewhere close to 10 years or over that. Yeah, and he been like, and he's still young, so he been gone for a long time. Like. He just niggas move weird when they come home from jail like that.
So speaking on the Durk case, obviously, you know he's gonna wait for his day in court. He's going not guilty, so you know we don't want to speculate on that. But do you feel like, as somebody that's followed this, I mean, you know, unfortunately, when King Von passed away, you were one of the people. You said you was heading to Baton Rouge with the steppers at 150 miles an hour. Right? So,
oh god,
do you feel like this all played out?
And I had no reason to go to Baton Rouge too. They didn't have nothing to do with it. It was just emotions. The niggas was moving fast, and I was already down south, so it was like, oh shit. But
because Mimo trying to act like, no, I had to go there anyway. I was doing something else. He's like trying to act like it was a coincidence.
Savannah. We went to Savannah. We went to Savannah a few times, but like. Yeah, no, that Baton Rouge ain't got shit to do with nothing. Like we ain't into it with Young Boy, none of that shit. He did Von songs, whatever, but they didn't do nothing to nobody. So me even was headed to there. It was just emotions though. Like it was just emotions type shit.
But obviously, you know, you felt those emotions at that time. You felt like, well, you know, however you felt at the time. But do you feel like the way things have played out, like as sad as it is did things play out kind of like the way they were supposed to do? Because a lot of people have put this thing on Durk to basically say, oh, you crashed out, you threw everything away. Like the position he was in, like you say, she shouldn't have been wrapped up in this. It should have been Vonnie. Like whatever happened, I just feel like it's really sad to have seen someone in Durk's position go down to this extent. Like, do you feel like that's something where, I don't know, it should have gone differently? He should have left it, like it should have been left alone. I don't know.
These allegations though. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it from one point like this. I look at it like the feds just like this the man with money, so we got to throw him in there. You know what I'm saying? Like if niggas had access to his money, they running off, oh, you knew this, so we gonna throw you in there. I don't feel like Durk had nothing to do with that shit. So all that shit allegations, you know, like it's just up because when it's the feds, it's the feds. If he was state, all us would be out. That nigga coming home, money gonna beat that. But this the feds. The feds grab niggas when they feel like No, we got you. You gonna plead to us in some type of way. That's how they get their conviction rate. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's
more what I was really trying to say is like I think I seen you in another interview say like basically the BDs and Quando and his crew are going to be into it forever until everybody's dead because for King Von to have lost his life, there's always going to be somebody that wants to slide the Von or whatever.
It's gonna be a hereditary beef. It's like Chicago. You got to think. Like I've said, it ain't gonna be just no BDs, none of that. Von got fans that love him dearly. Probably niggas in Savannah that are beef with they niggas just because they was King Von fans, and they'll really have a bloody war at home with some niggas that love a nigga from a whole nother different city. So it's like that shit's gonna be like that's a story to be told in the history books. That's never gonna go nowhere. That's always gonna be. You never gonna be able to see Savannah niggas and Chicago niggas that got anything to do with those two parties anywhere around each other. Something gonna have to happen every time.
Let me ask you this: all these years later, like now that we look at it in hindsight, what was Von and YoungBoy even beefing over? From your eyes?
From my eyes, it looked like bitches. It looked like food because I personally seen him walk in the house with one of his bitches that he loved dearly before. So I just felt like it was females.
Yeah.
It was never, there wasn't no street shit, it wasn't nothing else. It was great, had to been bitches. Von came out, a super gangster, you know what I'm saying, handsome nigga. I was taking young boy hoes.
I'm gonna say,
I got something I want to ask.
I was gonna say some shit too. All right, go.
I don't even know how to say it, bro. Is it true you smashed Asian lot?
He went left.
Oh shit! That nigga just snapped. Hey yo!
I'm just impressed by your interviewing prowess right there.
He just lost his shit.
She must be a what?
God damn! Listen, I'm not. I promise, Asian dog. I don't want no problems with you, woman, lady. She cool in my book. You know, that's, you know what you. She got a whole song saying, I'll tell you, like, if you know your home, you know. So I ain't gonna speak on it, but that was
before or after Von dated her?
This was before. This was before. This when she still had was wearing the beads and barrettes and shit like that.
She really is the queen of drill.
You know, like this like 2016, 15. This back then, so it wasn't no recent shit like that.
Right.
But it seemed like she kind of inserted herself into this whole thing with Von and YoungBoy, and you know, like you say, a lot of people think they really like for guys that were so serious to go to war over a female is just crazy. But like, was she somebody that maybe guess that thing up a little bit? Like, it was crazy to see her with both of these guys.
I don't think it was about her at all.
You know who it was about then, because if you go on, from what you saying, man, I'm gonna throw it out there. It's some chick named C Blue that both of them niggas was smashing, and if you know, you know. But it's a chick. I think it's C Blue, but her name is Blue something. And Von, all right, I'm gonna just throw it out there. NBA YoungBoy had text Von phone on some like wolfing at him like, stop my bitches and shit, and then Von started texting some aggressive ass shit. I seen the messages, I ain't gonna lie. And they all started from this one chick. And to be fair, I think there's a fight of her and Kayla B that happened recently. So it kind of makes sense a little bit.
I don't know nothing about that. I ain't even gonna lie. I synced them with the baby mama.
That's after the fact. That's after. So Von wanted to spin back, like, all right, since
I was this when Mimo shot that Get Up Craig video, and we was in the A and shit like that. Boom. And everybody was at the Chris smirking them. All of them was there. Von. I seen him walk in there with Shorty, with Jeanette, whatever her name is. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, he got this nigga BM, like, and he love this bitch, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but from other stories, from what I hear, is numerous.
It started with one. It started with that chick, and then it spent to the BM.
Yeah, and it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot of build
like a nigga
up.
was literally like, I'm finna do it on purpose just to get at you type shit.
Yeah,
and they both were just going back and forth with that.
A lot of build up, basically. Yeah.
But allegedly, the chick that cranked it off, the one that got the original first message, her name might be C Blue or some shit, and I think Kayla B might have allegedly beat her ass recently. I'm
gonna look into that because I definitely ain't heard.
A nigga told me that for sure.
Do you think also, like, I look at Von as like a master strategist, and he knew how good for his career beefing would be, and I think that he had done the whole duck thing, and that was great for Chicago. But I think as soon as he realized that he could just beef with YoungBoy, especially because I think from Von's perspective, it's like, yo, I killed a bunch of people.
Like in real life.
Young boy's rapping about all this crazy shit, but my friend here did the homework.
Something like that before Denny
The
too.
live where he was like, man, I don't know why this nigga even rapping like this. He ain't even like that.
Exactly.
And then that was the.
And Young Boy has done some crazy shit, as I remember from your documentary. He definitely like sprayed somebody up, did a drive-by on somebody or whatever. But I don't think he has the same resume that Vaughn had. And Vaughn realized, like, I can expose, I could be the real deal. I could be the realer version of this and let the world know, and they're going to go crazy for it.
He was, and that's what he did.
Yeah.
That's what happened. If you really want to be technical,
Yeah.
he came and showed, no, this is what a gangster is for real. Like,
But they be saying though, Chicago niggas be underestimating niggas, and y'all be thinking y'all the only gangsters. So that's why the situation played out how it played out.
I know it's gangsters everywhere. I don't play with niggas nowhere.
Wow.
I don't get nobody the benefit of the doubt. I can be in Wyoming.
Yeah.
And I know it's some street niggas somewhere around here. I know niggas rob and shoot and kill everywhere. So some Chicago niggas might move like that, but that's a narrative they push on us that's really not true. Like, you see, you meet niggas like me, I don't treat niggas like they just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the only nigga you heard me say is a bitch ass nigga is a nigga that's from Chicago, Yella. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, other than that, I don't be like, I know it's gangsters everywhere. So I know, like, I ain't never really been around my niggas and they just been like, oh, he from Iowa, he from Wisconsin, he a bitch, he from Indiana, he from, like, no, this shit going on.
But the reason I say that though, because it's like, all right, in Chicago, Vaughn, you think Vaughn would have ran up on a nigga and punched him first? Because usually a gunplay come right after that. So the fact that he even ran up on Quando and the first thing he thought was, I could just punch this nigga and it ain't gonna be nothing.
Because
You know what I'm saying?
Because he
underestimated the nigga or underestimated the situation?
the whole situation. He was out of bounds. That's still technically, he was in they state. Like, that ain't they city, but that's they state still.
But
You
if
know
we
what
keep it
I'm saying?
real, y'all, they had numbers on them though, in they state. So I think it's the mentality of Chicago niggas coming with like, man, these niggas ain't on shit, and then whole time.
I feel it just probably was something deeper behind that with them two.
Word.
That made him like,
Just-
no, that we ain't finna start shooting. I'm finna punch this nigga. Like, it gotta be deeper. It was something deeper. It was something deeper, for
There's
sure.
a few things that don't make sense about that night. Because the other thing I feel like a lot of people overlook is the fact that it just so happened that after the bullets started flying, Vaughn's guys pull out guns, start to shoot in, and then the police hop out of the car immediately and start shooting at Slutty and Louis, right? And another person was there. But I feel like that's something where people underestimate. I think the cops were doing surveillance on Vaughn. I think they were following him everywhere he went. Because how damn near you get in a fist fight, someone shoots, and then literally within seconds, there's two police armed shooting on the scene. So I feel like Vaughn underestimated a lot of things. I think the feds were watching him everywhere he went, and I don't think he even realized that.
What was it? Feds who popped out and shot, or was it
Nah,
just
those
cops?
was just state police that was just right there. Huh?
know what?
It's just a little too coincidental now. They were just right there ready to shoot.
No,
It's outside of a club. in
Yeah,
Atlanta.
it's like a party type area.
That
There's
make a
people
lot of
around.
sense if was looking at him to be the head of that case. So if they was looking at him to be the head of that case already, they already was having surveillance on him, following his every moves, because when this shit go down, we going to go get these niggas wherever from where they at type shit. And Vaughn got money, so they weren't gonna be able to let him run. Like, damn.
Did you ever see that video of him hopping off the plane and like some feds?
And I was just gonna say that. I swear to God, I was just gonna say
It make
that,
a
bro.
little sense when you say that. But from
Yeah.
the body cam footage, it looked like just Atlanta police. If you watch, because that hookah lounge, I've been there before or whatever, or that little spot, like
Yeah.
before all that shit, and like there be police just chilling out there in those parking lots and shit. So I don't know, it could be, but I mean, at the end of the day, we do see a video of the feds approaching Vaughn right off the plane and like.
But also, if we found out that like a couple of Atlanta cops had been tasked with like, okay, let's follow this extremely notorious Chicago rapper and his crew around, that wouldn't be surprising in the least. You know, like that probably happens all the time.
Well, the other loose end, a lot of people think that I kind of believe behind the scenes is that I don't think it's a coincidence they ended up in that parking lot together at that time.
No, Vaughn went out of his way to go there. Yeah, he found out that he was there.
But it was a question of, did he get the drop on Quando? Did Quando get the drop on him? Or did they
Yeah,
speak
'cause
and
it's-
arrange and say, yo, let's get the fade?
I think Quando was booked there, right?
I don't think he was booked at that club. Quando's official story is that he'd been to some other club and they'd been shooting a music video before, and they was just going to go in here and grab some females and grab some chicks to take back to the Airbnb.
That don't even sound right. I ain't even heard that. I ain't know that part. That don't sound right at all. That don't sound right at all. Because Vaughn, it was Top birthday, I believe, and they was all somewhere else having a time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now I'm looking at the shit differently because that's crazy. That's
I feel like they arranged to meet up. Maybe not even on some fighting stuff, but like to have words.
Don't you think we would know?
Yeah, I would say the police.
I think the opposite though. I think it was just miscellaneous and just fluky, just ran into each other. Because for one, Track already talked about it. He woke Von up out of sleep, and it's just if you watch the video, I don't think Quando finna sit there and try to shake the nigga hand if he really think it's all that. You know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like he was going in for the what up, and then it turned to some other shit.
Adam, you've done ecstasy before, right?
Yeah.
You don't catch no sleep on the ecstasy.
I was gonna mention this rumor that I had heard that Vaughn was on an X pill, but like the idea that he was sleeping beforehand does not really agree with that to me.
I've seen toxicology say he was off of X.
I've done ecstasy, and you ain't taking no naps. That's the last thing you're thinking about.
Hell no.
Yeah,
Ecstasy can stay in your system for 3 to 4 days, right?
Yeah, it can, but I think
You think he was on that rolling like right now?
Rolling that night for Boss's birthday.
I mean, the nap thing to me just don't really align with that. But I mean, I've also a lot of people are a lot more habituated to ecstasy than I am. So I only probably did it maybe like 10 times in my life.
Well, there's that other video of Von. He's with BJ, and they're saying in the video when he's live talking about, he's saying to the comments, "Yo, how many bodies do you think I got? More than 5? More than 5?" People are saying he's off of X-Pill in that video. In that video, he's sure.
I've seen that.
But,
A lot of Chicago dudes, X-Pill, it's like your daily vitamin.
Yeah, I used to eat that shit like nothing. It's candy.
So many times I've just been talking to a Chicago rapper, and really a lot of rappers in general. I just kind of had to get used to it that that's just not that out of the ordinary.
Man, leave those days in the past.
I can't live like that.
I'm going to change gears completely and ask you a completely different question, man. Is it true that you grew up around like the Calumet buildings?
So, 59th King Drive, Calumet building is really like 3 or 4 blocks up, really. So yeah, that's the same right there.
And so what was your experience like when they obviously knocked down those buildings and kind of, because from what I understand from my research is like they knocked down those buildings and it really just screwed up the whole
It fucked the hood up, yeah. So it's like a lot of niggas is family and shit. Like I got op cousins and shit like that, and niggas that's on the other side that used to be with us and shit like that. That's how niggas like J Main is BD, and he could have stories with and pictures with niggas like C-Day and shit like that when he's young because they in the building. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, that shit. I had I went to Wisconsin for like 2.5 years and came back like 05, 06. That shit that they had just tore the buildings down. But first they did it like a sweep. They did like a federal. That shit was crazy. Helicopters in the hood and shit. Police had the whole neighborhood sold up. Like it was probably 1,000 police cars. People just coming out the buildings in handcuffs and shit like that. Then it's like they took the money out the neighborhood. They pushed everybody else on people's blocks. And not only did they do that, at the same time they did it with the rest of Chicago. So they just taking people from all these buildings and just pushing them into other people's neighborhoods, and they got a different mentality than us. We are born on these blocks and we do shit differently. These niggas ran their own buildings. Drug rings, all type of shit, and they did what they wanted to do, so they got that same mindset. So they came on the streets like, shit, we finna take these niggas shit over, and that's where all the murders came from.
Let me ask you this then to piggyback off that. So was the Calumet building a GD building?
No, that was a BD building.
It was a BD building?
Cause
niggas be trying to say at one point you was GD and you flipped from GD to BD.
No, so I was claiming GD like on some young shit, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
But is that a block situation? Like
so what that is, so still with 59th and King Drive, we is 50% GDs, 50% BDs to this day, because how our blocks work, it's like a BD block, GD block, BD block, GD block.
Yeah.
Like, so it's A-Hake, that's Calumet, Brick City, that's us, King Drive in between Calumet and shit like that. Then you got the villains, that's my Diddy num block, that's Prairie, that's the main strip. It's all different names to this shit, but they just labeled it 600 because of the movement that we got. You know what I'm saying? Like the impact we made.
Yeah.
So technically that is our shit because then we be on them blocks and that's our family shit. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them niggas, people be seeing with me in them pictures, half of them niggas is GDs, bro.
So who was forcing the line? Like, all right, we straight BD now. Like,
no, yeah, a lot of niggas, it was only like, it was like niggas just became men and wanted to learn. Like I've been BD since I'm damn near 17, 18, and I'm 34. So I wouldn't know half the shit I know if I never became a black disciple. I learned what I really was supposed to learn, my real literature behind that shit. So it was just like, even when niggas was claiming GD and shit, I think we was kids. We didn't know what the we was doing this, and we just throwing shit up and claiming that shit because our daddies and our uncles and shit is gangsters.
And then,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
I feel it.
yeah. So if the niggas like, a lot of niggas just be claiming shit and they don't even understand what they claiming. They just saying it. Like, I know everything. I know any and everything about being a black disciple. You know what I'm saying? But that also made me know about being a gangster disciple as well, because it's damn near the same shit. It was one at once. It's damn near 360. It's damn near the same literature. Like,
Yeah, tight.
yeah.
So in the video I did on 600, there was a section where I talked about Booby and Lil Boo.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of described them as like a Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, that shit was crazy,
600,
man.
right? For real, to actually see a couple from opposing hoods actually.
And she was really a op, but Booby was like family though, for real. It's crazy, and they really loved each other. Like, no, she could have, if she wanted to backdoor, she could have backdoored a lot of us if that was the case. No, they really loved each other. She used to be on our block. He used to have her own 59th. Like, in situations, I done caught her walking out of the alley with niggas from over there trying to sneak around, and I done called her phone. Like, I ain't not Booby. We done let y'all go because it's you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But she was really one of them ones though. Like, real life, she got my respect. Like, R.I.P. to Booby. Like,
yeah, I'd never heard anything like that. That seemed like it's something really unique that, they must have really loved each other, because, like, you can imagine, people from opposing blocks falling in love and going to each other's hoods like that. Like, I read about it, it was crazy.
Lil Boo in the middle of Gyro at her house. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was doing shit to people. So it's like, it wasn't no regular nigga. That was real points. Like, man, bro. Yeah, that was a real love story. That was some real crazy shit though. Like, I like how you had touched on that too, because it was just like, nobody really understand how serious that was. Like, she is real life. Her people is from 051 and she Gyro City. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real life, she repped that shit. And she was really with that, fighting bitches, all type of shit. So
was that something though, as guys kind of observing Lil Boo going into that relationship, was there a part of you guys that, almost felt like, bro, this ain't gonna work out well? Like, you guys aren't gonna be able to go off into the sunset in this relationship because there's so much violence on both sides of it? Or did you feel like, they might kind of make it out of this thing together?
See, we was all young still, so we wasn't thinking that deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just, I looked at it like that was one of his bitches at the time. Lil Boo had bitches. And like, he was like a ladies' man for real. So he was like, for real. So that was just one of his favorites. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know how it is. I don't fuck with our bitches and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, it really, ain't no real backdoor shit in that. Like, it was like a lot of us grew up with each other in them neighborhoods. So beyond the shit that happened, like when the names got to it and the rap shit got to going on, a lot of people really with each other. So a lot of ops to see each other and be like, and just don't even do shit. Might say some little slick shit and tell them, yeah, I just had you, bro. I could have, But it just be like a level of respect in most cases.
There was another person I wanted to ask you about that I touched on in the video, guy who passed away called Tricks.
Mm-hmm.
What was your relationship with him, and was he 600?
So, some people label him 600, some people don't. And it's like, I knew of him, but I ain't know him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I maybe synced him once or twice. And I just knew he liked Pop-Tarts and shit. He's always posting about Pop-Tarts and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I wouldn't label him like a part of the war and being a part of 600 because he didn't grow up with us and shit like that. Like, I don't know him. Like, I can't tell you stories about him and shit like that. And ain't nobody I can't sit right here and not tell you a story about. But Tricks, I really can't tell you nothing about him. So I just felt like that was folks and them homie. And you know what I'm saying? But R.I.P. to him though. Like, we ain't never disrespect him and shit like that. I ain't gonna lie, I think I synced somebody like C-Day or something, say some shit.
Yeah, it's really C-Day seemed like he was kind of, I think that was something that kind of touched me, because I've seen Tay talking in videos about Tricks and the relationship with him, and the way he kind of portrayed it was almost like this was like a cool little dude that looked up to the 600 guys and wanted to be part of what was going on. And then he lost his life and kind of got used, and C-Day was kind of clowning him after he passed. And I felt that's just one of those stories that almost just make me sad of like, damn, like this this funky little dude trying to get down with what you guys got going on, and then he passes away, and then someone like C-Day just on some like Q shit.
Yeah, I mean, because C-Day really one of the elites. Like, he really from that neighborhood, too. Like, him and E-Day has always lived on 60th or somewhere in the neighborhood, so, and it's C-Day. So, you know, like, but he just felt how he felt. I guess he was going hard like that because he ain't want it to seem like we lost somebody else. That was some points on us and shit. And we got hit hard in the beginning. Like, but that's what really made my niggas turn up the way they did.
So obviously there's another kind of very famous name associated with 600 who's no longer with us, Makadoo.
Yeah.
What were your feelings towards him before he passed?
That's my brother. Like, and it's up because he spent so much time in jail. You got to think, I said free Mac and don't get smoked. He was gone for some years. Then he came home, I went to jail. I came home, he was in jail. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? But Mac really one of ours, like really from 59th, 60th in our area, like truly needed type shit. I still don't understand like what happened with his death in jail and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's too many stories and shit, but
a lot of people think that's like foul play, right? By the
for sure.
Chicago corrections.
It gotta be, because that was weird. That was weird. But
was there any truth to the rumor that he, you know, might have had something to do with something that happened to your uncle? Or was that not true?
That's documentaries and shit, and they was trying to put shit together like that, and they was just, when they was trying to put that get back gang shit together, they was just throwing shit on them. They ain't had shit to do with my uncle though.
It's like they was trying to reach for sort of just to add extra bodies to the scoreboard type thing is kind of where I see people talking about it in the comments.
Uncle, you don't see niggas disrespecting him shit like that. He was a well-loved nigga in that neighborhood, like, you know what I'm saying? Not just on his side, not just in Jaro City. Dark side, all that shit, what they call, he was, well, like, it's a respect level with our older niggas that from all just that whole area. So yeah, that shit ain't had shit to do with them though.
So I want to ask you a little something about like OTF more as like a group. I know you guys already touched on Buka briefly, and you know maybe that's not someone you got too much love for. You know, I feel like a lot of people kind of clowned you when you was hanging out with Drake of like, oh, you know, he's kind of getting used by Drake. But in hindsight, it looks like a lot of people maybe got used by Durk that aren't maybe getting the love that they used to when he was so popping. Do you feel like, you know, looking back, maybe some people kind of, you know, got maybe a little bit used by Durk for the OTF label to feel like, oh, I'm part of OTF, it's this big thing. Like when OTF was so popping, it was like they almost wanted to rub it in everyone's face how much support they was getting from Durk. But then now everything's kind of fallen apart. It feels a little bit like some of these guys are kind of been left hang out to dry. I don't know.
I don't see it how it'd be like they got used by Durk, because Durk in jail, he can't do nothing for nobody. It'll be the other way around, you know what I'm saying? But it'd be like, you always gotta look at it like this. Durk is the superstar. Durk is the nigga that people wanted to be around, all that shit, and that's what I always wanted gonna be. Now that Durk in jail fighting for his life right now, none of them other people matter to the world. Durk gone. Them Durk homies. That's his entourage. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if nobody made an impact, like you gotta think in 600, we all had separate impacts. Rondo #9, E-Day, C-Day, even D-Rose, he ain't even no rapper or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like separate impacts. Me, Tay, you know what I'm saying? S-Dot,
for sure.
LA, like it did separate impacts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so you feel like there ain't really been no impactful rappers coming from OTF besides Durk and Von? That's what you're saying, pretty much.
And Von wasn't signed to OTF,
but he was like the face of it.
Him and Buka nice though. Buka nice. Like I ain't gonna sit and hate on him. Like I know I feel how I feel about him on some brother shit, but he nice. I don't see what's going on with his shit. And Duty Low be making some decent shit too. I like Booney Mo music on some trap shit too, but you know they ain't push him hard enough. Now he locked up. Like who else over there? OTF. Chucky not OTF, is he?
And kinda, I think so. I mean,
I feel like he was about to
right?
be, but then it maybe went left just when it was about to be official. I don't know.
I thought he was living in the OTF
But yeah, we
crib
can't
out here.
even. Not even we speaking about that main crowd of niggas that was like, even Wook make good music. You know what I'm saying? It's just they ain't pushed them. They were supposed to push them to the point to where everybody to reach a certain point. Like, but I don't know if them niggas wasn't working hard enough or didn't want to. I can't say who fault it was. So
Do you agree with what Mimo said about how he feels like Durk expects you to put OTF before like your own neighborhood?
Shit. That's how I feel what happened with Buka. Like, Buka is just not present in no type of way. Like, no, it's like everybody got ill feelings with him. Like, we love him. Nobody want to kill him or no stupid shit like that. But, like, nigga, what's up? Where you at? Why is just fuck us? We your brothers. You 600. You grew up with us. And you came from these blocks. What you doing? He literally don't. Like, he just... like, you don't see Buka around nobody. You don't talk to nobody, nothing. I don't know.
I mean, could you ever do that, or could you ever respect that? Like somebody just kind of
Not at all.
deciding they wanted to.
We've been through too much. We've been through too much together, and like I can't never just dip and say F my homies. I done left the biggest moments in my life and came back to the block in the midst of war, in the midst of danger, just because I'm not gonna say F my niggas. Like,
why do you think Durk and Buka bond was so strong anyway? Like, where did that come from?
I have no clue.
Because were they hanging out like back in the day on the block? Like, was Buka pulling up on Lamron and shit?
No, I don't even know how that. See, I'm not one of them niggas that just be floating through niggas' neighborhoods. I don't trust them niggas. Like, niggas didn't f with me for real because I'm from 79th and Evans too. You feel me? So that's like the original Evans mob shit. Like, I don't know about none of the new shit with the niggas they be clicking with all that shit, but them niggas is my family. Evans mob and the old 8 Trey niggas, like shit like Boopy, Dion, all them niggas, Hits, all them, that's family to me. Like, I went to Dixon, I went to elementary school over there. My mama has always lived somewhere on 79th from St. Lawrence to Evans. You know what I'm saying? Between cottage, shit like that. So a lot of niggas didn't f with me off, oh, he was over there with them and they look at them like ops. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think them the same niggas that jumped on Reese and shit like that.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I was finna say that's the Hits dude is 07 now, right?
Yeah, for sure. That's my brother.
Yeah.
That's family. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so what's that relationship like when you see you and Reese might be cool? I don't even know how cool Reese is.
Reese like my second cousin, bro. Type shit. Like, we real life blood related. Type shit, you know what I'm saying? So
when you see your other homies jump on him and any phone calls to be made,
I just know what was going on. It was some, and that shit was from back in the day. It was some high school. That's why they could have stayed. They would have shot him if it was serious like that. They didn't. They just jumped on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I ain't got shit to do with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's between them. Like,
but it felt like a situation where Durk like, all right, I'll f with you, but I don't know what your homies got going on. So like, cause you know niggas be doing backdoor shit. So like, even if a nigga did want to, you know what I'm saying, you trust one nigga and then one nigga might be valid, but then he bring somebody else around that do some fluky shit.
See, I ain't even the type of nigga that bring niggas around and shit though, but I just know with a lot of niggas stay far away from me because of that. Cause folks know some gangsters too. They ain't no hoes. They doing shit like, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas be picking with them and putting them in shit that had nothing to do with them. And that was when like niggas that come from clicking. These niggas, we all the way from 59th and 60th, and y'all all the way over here. What the f y'all got anything to do with these niggas all the way on the east side?
Who made y'all click over O Block though early on? Because you said you didn't rotate in the O like that. But who you give responsibility for like the reason we clicked up with these niggas is because of this nigga? Who you give credit to?
It got to be Ide because Ide was one of the biggest pieces to our puzzle, like block wise. Like that's how we even. Him, Mike Main, and my homie D Money, Dion, they was like with Lamron heavy when they was like them they homies and shit. Lamron, all them other blocks, O Block, all that shit. But Damo Trigger, thing them from the O for real too. Like they from our shit, but they from O Block too. You know, like who else? It's a few other people was like blood ties type shit. So it's like we always been tied in. It's just. like shit, everybody not tied in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like E-Day started the I'm not gonna say the war, but like maybe the war in Chirac, like the Chicago quote unquote academics version of it, the rap
with the rap shit.
Yeah.
They started it.
Yeah.
That rap beef and shit started with him and Black and
Billionaire
Dark.
Black,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it started with them for sure, 100%. Like
And what-
that's no question.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
nobody can ever.
And what was the initial even like? All right, what was them niggas even dissing each other for? Because they going to school together. Like, where's the initial like?
I don't know, man. They supposedly they dissed us. They dissed Brick City or some shit like that. And yeah, okay, that's exactly what it was. Billy was supposed to diss our block or some shit, or folks thought he did, or whatever.
Yeah.
And he dissed them on wax, and that shit got to going back and forth. But mind you, now he ain't on Welch World. He hanging with Jaro now. We beefing with them on some. We been fighting these niggas and shooting back and forth since we was kids, since we was 13, 14, 15 type shit.
Yeah.
So that shit was just what it was. That turned it up. Like now it's on wax. Now shit getting publicized. Now niggas doing shit. Like, you know, like, cause we got niggas that's been locked up. Like my homie Beans been locked up. He on his way home. He took 20 years for some shit he did. Boy, so, he ain't even do that shit. Matter of fact, let me take that back. He took 20 years for the police shooting somebody. They was in the middle of a shootout on Jaro, and the police shot a little boy in crossfire shooting at folks and them, and they put that on him. So he just took 20 for that shit, because if he'd lost, he was gonna get banged. He like 16, 17 years in, he got like a year and a half left. This before any of the rap shit, any of the shit been, yeah.
But as far as the music and shit, E-Day and Billionaire.
Yeah, that shit started with them for sure. 100%. Like nobody was dissing. Nobody was like, you can't really go back and look at a timeline on YouTube and go get somebody video that they dissed each other back and forth before the timeline of E-Day and Billionaire Black and Duck video.
The first song you did was What I Smoke. No, I mean not What I Smoke.
Don't Get Smoked.
Don't Get Smoked. Yeah. When you did that pack song, I remember back in the day you had like the autotune. I got the pack song.
Man, that's my
if
shit,
niggas
bro.
know, you know.
Oh God. And nigga, I still riding around listening to that shit to this day, nigga.
That's one of the ones
Auto-tune too. On God.
Why you ain't never stick with the
That was
auto-tune shit?
2015. I don't know, bro. Like, cause I felt like it took a lot of years for people to be like, oh, I love that sack on me shit. Cause I love that was real organic. I was in the studio with folks and them. We in Young Famous crib, Mike in the middle of the room. I was just freestyling that shit for real. Just
that was hard. That was one of the ones I was bumping that shit for
like,
a minute when it came out.
Like when it come on, you can hear folks and them laughing and shit all in the back. So like you gotta think, and then that shit be memories, cause there's Lil Boo in the room, Inky D and them. Like we in there deep as hell, like 600s. So it's like
I feel like during the like early days of drill and shit, there was a lot of auto-tune music being made, but it never really ended up being like the most popular shit.
Yeah, people still ask me to shoot that sack on me video to this day. No bullshit. I get it.
You might have to run it.
Like that's crazy. Like, but my fans be on some bullshit though. Like not like that. Like, but they want to hear one specific Breezo. Any other thing that I try to drop, that shit don't go nowhere. Like that shit goes nowhere. They want that aggressive. That shit like 8 p.m. Mississippi and shit like that, or like Don't Get Smoked or 24 bars and shit like that. They don't want anything that they not taking to any of that other shit. Like they want me to be actually rapping and like, aggressively too.
Speaking of Mississippi, how you get, because me and you know some of the same people. How you start rotating with Parkway Man and Parkway Dino?
Yeah, so I had did a song with Gnarly in like 2019, 20 when I came home and shit. And Meezy came in the studio.
Shout out Meezy Mo.
You know what I'm saying? I was in there with Chris Jeweler and shit too. He was making my pieces and shit for me. I had just met them. So and I think she was their artist at the time or whatever. And me and Meezy just locked in at that studio session. Like, I don't know, like it was only me and him in the room. You know how you get in the room and then you just lock in with one person for real. Y'all really chopping it up and y'all on the same level of shit. Yeah. It was like that. And man, bro, that nigga, like that whole Art of War, he produced that shit for real. Like him, Markel and them, like for sure. So it's like once I started linking with them, I started going to Jackson. And I go to Jackson and stay down there for months at a time with these niggas, bro.
I remember I used to be like, what the fuck Breezy doing out here?
Months at a time, bro. So it was just like, man, I don't know. A lot of people won't like that shit. I love Jackson, bro. Like, I be down there around, so it's like I done really met everybody. Like, I know everybody, mamas, aunties, family, all that shit, bro. Like,
You be out there enough
like-
where I'm like, even yo, RIP to Raven and shit, but I'm saying like, you had real situations in.
Yeah. So it's like, you feel me? You gotta think that's something that live on the nigga heart forever. She, feel me? She from Canton, though.
Yeah.
She from Canton, it's like,
Yo, you mentioned the war in Chirac, and that made me think of this back and forth that we saw where basically Herb did an interview and he said that he thinks that academics and Vlad specifically should be giving, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars back to Chicago for basically like building their careers off of Chicago. That's what Herb said. Ak and Vlad both spoke on it. Ak got a little disrespectful at a certain point in the live stream about it. Like, I definitely felt like, oh shit, we might be seeing some fireworks here, but I don't think Herbo really like clapped back. But how do you feel about those statements?
I mean, for me personally, I don't be giving a fuck about a lot of shit like I don't like that, because it's like, I'm not, who am I to tell a nigga what to do with his money? Like, and them niggas, yeah, they made money out, but Vlad made money. Like, I be getting where they come from with academics sometimes, because his shit was literally war in Chirac, and that's what it was big with him. Vlad is big off all type of other shit.
Yeah.
Like, he don't just do Chicago. He's not just a Chicago-based thing. So, like, shit, I don't know. Like, it don't hurt to, like, who is it even to say them niggas got $100,000 to spell like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I don't be really caring about shit like that. I can't tell a nigga what to do with his money and shit. Like, yeah, a lot of people made money off Chicago, but that shit made us money too. Like, just the fact that academics putting them stories together like that and putting it out there and broadcasting it, that shit still made more rappers come from behind that shit. Like, it's just like, yeah, you pushing the negative shit out there. You showing the negativity, but what are we doing positive?
Right, but I feel like if Ak was still doing the war in Chirac, that would be an overall net positive thing for Chicago, because a lot of this younger generation of rappers and shit are just not at that level of fame. Even though their music is doing super good and shit, there's just not really people making these characters make sense to the audience, oftentimes until they're dead, like in the case of Bloodhound Lil Jeff and shit, that it's like, we didn't really even have a chance to get into the lore, like really understand him until he was kind of gone already.
So I don't get mad at them for what they doing or feel no type of way, because I really look at it like, all right, yeah, they did it this way, but they brung exposure to more and more people and put more stories to each other. Like, even what Trap Lord doing, that's exposure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you doing hours of time and thinking and broadcasting shit. You make it like, some people watching this shit and never seen these niggas, now they going to listen to their music off a documentary. Like, just because they block turned up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still.
Let me ask you this though. You ever did like any therapy or anything?
No. I need it though. I do know I need it, but I just look at it like, how the fuck another human being that ain't been through what I've been through can tell me anything about what I'm going through?
Yeah.
Cause I'm up in the head for real, cause I've been through a lot of shit, especially like, and it's still happening. So it's like, that's the only reason I just started back rapping now, cause I'm angry again with life. Like when I dropped Don't Get Smoked, or when I dropped Art of War. So it's like, I feel that way. So now it's like, all right, that's why I've been in Mississippi locked in that studio like that with them. Cause Meezy, that nigga was calling me too. Come on, bro, come on. Cause I got a story to tell. I've been outside.
I see a lot of black people on Twitter talking about how their experience with therapy has left a lot to be desired. And in particular, when they end up having like white therapists, that they just feel like fundamentally like this person can't understand my experience and shit.
If I really look at it like, if you ain't been through what I've been, if you ain't held your homies, your best friends at their dying moments in life bleeding out, if your woman that you know what I'm saying, that you spent all these years with shot herself in the head in the bed where y'all both just laid y'all head and made love all type of shit and you don't know what the well, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much shit. Like bro, my motherfucking pops got stage 4 cancer right now. You feel me? My grandma is in her 90s, all type of shit. Like, life passing by right now with shit going on, so nobody can, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done lost a lot of my niggas. You see Dumbo just died. That was one of my immediate homies. And we ain't lose them to no op shit in the street, so it's like, damn, we grown ass men and this shit still going on. And he was just partying and kicking and chilling. That's what he do. Niggas know, everybody see him outside. Anyway, he good.
Let me ask you this then. So having conversations like this, like even with us, like you get to monetize off past trauma situations, but then again, like, you got to go on with the rest of your day after shit like this. You know what I'm saying? So how does that feel to, like, you know, you made it to this point where, because a lot of niggas ain't even making it to 30 or, you know what I'm saying, the ages that you are. So you damn near OG, but you might have to, like, sometimes to get the bag, you have to relive and tell these stories. And like, are you comfortable with that? Like,
I'm comfortable with it because it feel better to get it out than to keep it bottled up. Cause then nigga be beating himself up at home, crying, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, I just made a song for my homie Damo and for the block, and it was just like the whole time I made it, nigga recording me, don't even know I'm crying hard as hell doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, damn, like, cause it's just like, it's realistic. Like, nigga, this our life. People, this shit televised and shit like that, but this our life for real. Like, we really living this shit every day. Nigga don't know what's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying, or who gonna be next, because it's just a repeating cycle and we can't stop it.
One last question, not one last question, but what death would you say made you numb?
Man, I can't even say I'm all the way numb yet, because that shit with Damo just hurt me, bro. Like, that shit just hurt me so, but that shit just broke me, bro. And I was in Mississippi when I got the call, you feel me? Like, I'm down, I just got down now. We just come from outside kicking it, all type of shit. We finna go in the studio and record. Motherfuckers blowing my phone up at 4, 5 in the morning. I just went to sleep. Wake up 2 hours later, see the comment off, something wrong. They right there, out there. His body's still out there. Everybody out there. What the f? Shit reminded me of Lil Boo. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Lil Boo, that's really one of the ones. Like, Lil Boo and Stello, that shit hurt. LA hurt differently, because it's like, I felt like he didn't deserve that shit, and he was gonna do so much for so many people around him with where he was going. You know what I'm saying? And it just, I can't even say I'm numb, bro, because that shit still f*** a nigga up. I know if I lose another one of my homies, it's gonna be the same shit. That shit just make a nigga angry. It's like, how we supposed to change?
I just want to speak on behalf of, like, therapy. They're not, like, necessarily supposed to be able to, like, prescribe what you should do with yourself or, like, how you should think about things. But to me, I find it very helpful. Like, everybody in your life, for a variety of factors, you like basically can't be 100% honest with. Like, if you're talking about what you're going through with your mom, there's just, like, things you don't want your mom to know about you. And same thing with your girl, and same thing with your friends. Like, a lot of people just kind of have their guard up in a variety of different ways with all the different people in their life. And with a therapist, if you actually get into the environment of, like, having this be a person that you totally trust, you know, you can tell them anything and they're not going to be able to go and expose you or whatever. Like that, I saw this viral clip of Shaq talking about how a man should never be 100% honest with his woman. And I think a lot of us kind of, like, know that at the end of the day, like, you don't necessarily want to expose, like, your greatest weaknesses to a woman, because we've all ended up in combative situations where they can use that shit against you. And I guess that, like, is the one thing about therapy that I can say, is that to just have that environment where you can be totally open and talk about what you're going through with a person where they're capable of judging you, but you don't really give a what their judgment of you. For me personally, my therapist, I do it on Zoom, and she is a woman who lives in Mexico. She's from America, but she just lives out there, and she does this shit over Zoom. And I feel like I can tell her anything about myself, even if it makes me sound awful. And that's kind of valuable.
I wouldn't feel bad. Me sitting just talking to somebody And you know what I'm saying? They gonna go home and tell I know they not supposed to. It's like it's against the law or some shit, but they still gonna go home and tell their significant other or somebody like, yeah, this fucker is crazy I was talking to earlier. Like it's just like nah, bro. Like I don't.
You ever see The Sopranos?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like how he be going to the therapist
Yes.
talking
Oh
about
yeah. That's exactly what it would be like. Yes.
Hey, we might need to write a TV show now.
But then he starts her and
Hey, who knows? Could be a come up for the therapy.
yeah, that would be like 0% surprising. 600Breezy got his therapist knocked up.
No,
That shit would not be surprising at all. That would be like the least surprise. They gonna be like, yeah, what else is new?
But I want to just add on to that, just on some serious stuff, just to say, like, I'm so sorry for all the losses that you're going through, and you know all the losses that you've suffered, losing people. And I've not experienced it to that level. You know, I know your story really well, and I know so many people you've lost over the years, from all the way back. You know, all the way back, Baldy, all the situations you've been through. And I just feel like the fact that you're still here, standing strong, shining, letting the world know what you're doing, still making music, still doing just all of the media, anything that you want to do, like you're still a role model, and you're an example of guys coming through that situation to not crash out and to not throw their life away. And you still here, you know what I'm saying? You're still suffering losses, but you're a role model, man. You're showing an example to other people to keep shining and not let anything hold them back. So I respect that.
Gotta keep going. Just gotta keep going. You can't give up. Like I had people in my life give up and take their own life. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so
Let me ask you this: why you feel like you still here?
I'll be trying to figure it out. Like it's for a reason though. I ain't did it yet though. Whatever it is, I ain't accomplished it yet though. Like, I'm trying to figure it out though. I promise I am. I think about shit like that. Like, damn, why the I'm still here? Like, a lot of shit could have been me. A lot of times, Baldy was standing right behind me.
Yeah.
That first shot knocked my dread off my head. I synced it, flying the street. That's what made me take off running. Like, what the Like, we run through the field and come back around, Baldy on the ground. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of situations. Like, I was standing there with D-Thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just so happened to go across the street and jump in the car and shit like that, and that's how that shit happened. But them niggas, like, they let off a shot at us on the corner, and then niggas just took our run. So a lot of shit, I've been like right there for a lot of shit, and it could have been, story could have been different. You know what I'm saying? Like, and shit, but I'm still here though.
So I know you have been through a lot of, you know, situations that were extremely dangerous and chaotic and violent, but you actually had probably like one of the moments that scared the shit out of you the most earlier last year when you ran into Buddha G on the plane.
Bro, I didn't know that was a bitch.
You need therapy for that situation alone.
Like, I was really, you see, I didn't hear nothing that, whatever that
you didn't know.
I didn't know what the. I was confused I'm looking on the internet like, hold on, what the? Because
I've had to explain her to a lot of people. Yeah,
like so look, this is so crazy. I'm coming from LA. You know what I'm saying? Boom, I'm on the plane. I'm had my headphones on. Now, whatever she said at first, I didn't hear her. So I took my headphone and I linked up. Like, what? And she said something like, what's up with that GK shit or some shit. And I was confused because now I'm looking at it trying to figure out what is this I'm talking to? Like, no bullshit. I'm literally lost. Like, I'm looking for a camera or something. What the is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think I said some shit like this. Hey. I'm on whatever. It's whatever. Like, I'm on whatever you want. And she cut it out though. She cut the shit out when she was walking
from her video.
So yeah, from her video, the real stuff. She said, "R.I.P. Duck." I ain't even gonna lie. No disrespect to Mama Duck or none of them. Now I was like, Duck. That bitch said, "L.A." No, she said, "Vaughn." I ain't gonna lie. That's what she said. She said, "Vaughn." So I got up, and the nigga that had the camera towards me, I tried to swing on him, type shit. So the people come, you know what I'm saying? You know, at the plane, like, everything all right? They like, no, they was finna like stop. I'm like, no, it's all good. Let us get to Chicago. Then I jumped up. We gonna see. Like, I said some shit to him. Like, when we get to the rack, ooh. Now I done call folks them. I done call folks them because I'm thinking I just got into it with some Mexicans. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. I'm thinking like they Latin or Saint disciples or some shit like that. I didn't know. I just knew she said something about Duck and some GD shit. I'm like, what the and it's overnight, so we get to Chicago like 5, 6 in the morning, Chicago time. Folks number is there. Downstairs,
Wait, yeah.
and you know shit can happen. Y'all, you done seen niggas that shoot. We down there where the baggage claim at. They done went upstairs and went to the Terminal 1 and recorded a video like, yeah, man, this nigga da da da. That's why I'm on that commenting like, why the y'all upstairs? Y'all know the whole plane went downstairs to get their bags. Like, where y'all go? But they knew to get up out of there. I didn't know what the was going on until I seen it on the internet though. Like, but there was just like I was confused as fuck. Like, what the is this shit?
Is that the first trans gang member that you've ever beefed with?
That's not a beef. I still was confused the whole time. I was confused. Like,
That's
what
real
the fuck?
fun,
I'm
man.
thinking, it's like when I'm looking and talking, I'm like, damn, who the fuck is this Mexican nigga? And then it's like, then I'm like, damn, this not a nigga. Because now I'm looking at the jacket and shit.
Yeah.
So I'm confused. In the video, you can see I'm confused. I'm like, what the fuck? But they cut it out and then she put an audio over the shit too. Like, and was like, yeah, whatever, or some shit. That conversation went totally different. I swear to God. Like, she said, fun. I had said, up. I swear to God. Like, and no disrespect to him, but that's how that happened. Then I got up, the nigga that had the camera in my face, I tried to swing over the people and shit. People came and shit like that. They like, no, everybody like, no, let us go to Chicago. Like, and we went to Chicago. And I already had folks' name already right there. So, but they, you know.
Everybody else on that plane has no idea how epic what they witnessed was.
Like, some people knew. Some people knew what was going on, but some people was like lost because there was a lot of, they like, what the f-? But that's what they was telling the people, like, no, he was just sitting there minding his business. They came bothering him type shit.
If I was there, I would have jumped in between y'all.
No, but you see, I was at the window seat. It was two people ahead of me, so you know what I'm saying? Like, even me trying to get up and even trying to jerk and try to swing at the nigga with the camera, it was like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't even get to the nigga. So it was just like, but the people was like, hey, wait, what's going on? And all the other people like, no, he was just sitting there minding his business and he was provoking him and they basically asked me what I wanted to do. I'm like, let's go to Chicago. And I screamed some shit back at them like, all right, we're going to see what's about that shit when we get to the rack. Man, shit, when we got downstairs, folks were like, where the f*** they at? And then I sent the little video. They was upstairs in Terminal 1 and we flew in like American or some shit, bro. And that shit was like Terminal 5, Terminal 6, some 4, some shit like that. Like,
but yo, we never hear about y'all beefing with Mexican gangs or anything.
We don't got no beef.
That like never happens.
My homie Trigger got Mexicans with him right now.
Right.
Like we don't beef with hell.
But in Chicago as a whole, that's just is like unheard of.
That's not a thing. That's not a thing. That's why I was confused on the plane. Like, what the f is this a Mexican? Like, I expect a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm looking like, damn, that's a girl? Like, it's a boy?
It's all the eyes.
Is it a fat nigga? Like I was lost.
Like,
bro.
he looks like a dude, but then like the more you look at the eyes, you're like, nah, those are girls' eyes.
Yeah.
Big old blue eyes.
I just was confused and I didn't know what the f was going on. It was cool. I still really overall kept my cool with the shit, but it was just like, what the f?
Well, what was your thoughts when you seen? Because recently, everybody seen that Mellow Bucks had the album release party that got shot up. What was your thoughts on that?
RP to one of my very, very, very close friends of mine died.
Really?
With that,
Or
so it's
one of the girls or the dude?
The girls. Yeah. So that shit, I had something to say about that shit too, because that shit really hurt a nigga. Because it's like, you know, we don't do shit like that. We don't just go and spray a crowd like that. But it's up because from a street point, like, I know where some niggas' heads be at with some shit. And I don't know what happened or what was going on or why I was that serious, but man, that's Chicago, bro. That shit happened. These niggas got guns they can't control. Like, they got switches and automatic everything. Like, they can't control who they shooting with that shit. It was different when it was just bah, bah, bah. Now it's the and that shit jumping when niggas shooting, all type of shit, bro. Like, yeah, but that shit was up because I lost a very good friend and that shit, that was very unexpected. Like, very unexpected. So that shit definitely up though.
But you even speaking out about it like that, like, I mean, on one hand, I completely agree with you that like the rules of war, like you just should not be shooting into a crowd of fucking innocent women and children, not children, but like whatever. Like,
But still,
but do you really think that like do people genuinely not give a fuck on average in the streets?
People don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
They don't know these people and they don't know, so they gonna go and just shoot a crowd up and like them. That's how in their head because they don't know them. They not gonna feel that something got to happen to one of their people in the same way for the people to know or care. You know what I'm saying? Like in most cases, you know what I'm saying? Like they will have to lose a girlfriend or a sibling or some shit like that, and some shit like that. Like they just out enjoying themselves at a party and a mass shooting happened and they die and they don't gang bang, they don't do nothing. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's f***ed up. It was like. Some people got to be taught a lesson for them to care about shit. Right? So it's really like, if niggas ain't never been through it, they don't get no fuck, they gonna do it. Right?
Man, how's the airport situation in Chicago? Like, we seen videos and stuff, but like, even when you know a nigga finna fly home, like, they be a little cautious. Like, what's the...
Yeah, it's treacherous.
Cause I know, you know, niggas gotta have
you see them bitches be going off up there, like, and that is cause it be one police at a time, especially on them, like the flight me and the thing was on. That shit is like, it's overnight, so it's a red eye. You landing when the airport just now opening, like, so it's a real, ain't a lot of people, ain't a lot of police up there, none of that shit. You got a lot of room to do some shit, and how the airport is in Chicago, it lead right into expressways, so you can get the fuck up out of there. Like, it's it's a big city, so it's like they ain't expect niggas to they mindset to be how it is, and like, oh yeah, we can shoot a nigga down here at the airport, turn right here, and we right on the expressway. We gone.
That's happened though. People really get shot at the airport.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah. There's videos on YouTube right now. Niggas fighting and shooting at the airport.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about downstairs where I told you that's right by baggage claim. You got to go out them doors downstairs. Yeah. That shit get treacherous down there. For real, for real. Hell yeah.
I got one last question. This is a real nerd question, a real fan question. But obviously Drake's about to drop his new album, Iceman. Do you feel like he was kind of paying homage to you, Breezy George Gervin? You got some Iceman mixtapes back in the history.
That's how I'm gonna take it. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna sit here and be fake. Like, I ain't feel some type of way about that because when you look into time and look into anything, I'm the only nigga that referenced themselves as Breezo, George Gervin, Iceman.
Even them cover arts are looking kind of like some of this new stuff.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm really hoping that it's a paying homage thing, and I'm gonna just leave it with that because. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy, and we ain't never had no bad blood. But you know what I'm saying? It's looking real Breezo though.
I feel like he is showing love though, because I feel like
that's how I'm taking it because you know what I'm saying. Even the cover looked like my last cover with DJ Holiday from December. You know what I'm saying? Iceman Edition 3.
But I feel like he low key because he got all these hidden messages in these little Iceman videos that he's dropping recently, right? And I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if he actually is doing it on some paying homage because. He basically trying to go Chicago on Kendrick on this new album. So he's trying to get his British 600Breezy on. So I feel like this is another little secret message. So I feel like it's paying homage, but I thought that was super interesting.
That's how I've been taking it too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think at the end of the day, I'm still a street nigga. So I done had conversations with people. You know how many people call me and be like, man, what the fuck he on, man? That's your shit. What he on? He just going, and I'm like, no, it ain't like that, bro. Like, real life, the fans is tagging me in that shit. Like, bro, you the real Ice Man. That shit bogus and woo. And I was like, I did fans, so I ain't gonna comment back to them. But with my people though, I just let them know, like, nah, I really feel like it's some deeper shit behind it. Like it's some paying homage shit. Like I don't think it's like, oh, I'ma just take Breezy shit and run off with it and cover the cover and take the whole name and none of that shit.
Crazy.
I don't think that though.
If Drake, you watch this shit, man, put my nigga on the album.
Yeah, sure, man.
Skit or something.
Let me get a skit, man.
I don't think that
intro.
Yeah, that nigga done did too much shit for me, and I don't feel like that'll be the case though. Yeah, I just I feel like somewhere when he drop, it's gonna have some Breezo somewhere, something. So.
He's smart with all the little hidden messages. I feel like you never know when you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? He might drop another little teaser. There might be something in there. So, but the real fans be tapping in and kind of noticing these little things. So
yeah, they been. I ain't gonna lie, that shit been That's what you see out this real conversation that's happening in my real life, in my hood, all type of shit. Like, damn, what Drizzy on? And it's like, cause like it ain't like that, bro. Like it ain't like that. I take it as pain. When I brung that up, I referenced the Vaughn shit. I'm looking at it, Vaughn, like 6 to 24, like same shit, bro. Like it's like nigga paying homage, like
Facts.
But with Vaughn though, with his whole style, he had what he told me. He like, oh, I listen to folks and them shit, like all the old music, like including Don't Get Smoke, all that shit. And he just took pointers off that shit and he was like, all right, I know what to do. He basically tallied up where niggas went wrong at, I would say, like the what niggas like, and he mastered how to rap, how we rap. He mastered drill by listening to us and everybody that was rapping while he was locked up and all that shit, and just he learned how to do it, bro. Like, cause he did it differently. He really had a Chief Keef run. He had a Chief, like,
oh, no one had ever been that hot. If you remember when Von was still out here, no one had that sort of heat.
Like the way how fast Keef came out and how people like praise him, Von is kind of the same way. It's like, if you really look at it, it's kind of the same thing.
Yo, it was funny reading those DMs between him and Lil Zay. Cause you just like, he just had such a crazy personality of like, I understand that you feel that way, but also like, I don't give a like, he was just like,
you could sort of read it in his voice
because he's being like polite to him, but also like it's like it's not fully aggressive, but he's also kind of having to tell him like, I really don't give a I'm not into you talking about my homie, you know.
Never supposed to put that shit out there. Zay, you want some other shit, dude? I don't know what the you want. You need to chill out, BD boy. What you got going on? It's big 600. You know, we ain't doing none of that, nigga. And free bite down. Stop playing, gang. You keep it cordial. Stay the same way you been. Act how you been acting. Say keep that shit in your songs. Whatever. Stop doing that, bro.
Could you and Zay piece it up though? Like, niggas, y'all said some shit, but at the end of the day, maybe a nigga hurt his cousin and shit. I know y'all feel like he shouldn't have took it to the end there, like, wow, all these years later.
Yeah,
but like,
it's the fact. I get it if it happened yesterday or last week or last month. This shit 10 years old. What's your point? You coming now, right now, and doing this shit. It's like you got a point to prove, like you can play with us or something. We ain't the niggas to play with. Like we pissed off right now too. So, and it's a lie. And we all right. I don't know what nigga, I don't know. But you barking up the wrong tree, BD. Chill that shit out. And he don't even he ain't even in Chicago. That's what I don't get. Could've did that shit when you was in Chicago. You move out of town and now you wanna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. I don't know, cause he's making stories talking about 600K and all this shit. Like he dragged it like for days on and shit. Like, I don't know, dude. That shit, that nigga.
damn.
That nigga, bro. I'm 600 to die. Niggas know what's up with me. I don't even anything about us. Ain't no playing with us. Like, hell no. This shit, we been in this shit too long to let anybody think they gonna play with us. Especially on no big ass platform like this amongst my people. These my niggas. Wrong with you, nigga? Wrong with you? I be up here more, nigga. I be up here, nigga. This is my shit, nigga.
He was super open in that interview, like in a way that I wasn't necessarily expecting. Like when we asked about his gun case, normally people are like hella like to themselves. They don't want to really tell you what actually happened. He felt like he was telling us everything.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't like that shit. Like who gets a year and a half for a switch in New York? I don't.
Oh shit! You on this campaign?
Like
you want Whack Gun team up?
Like I'm just saying on some real shit. Like that's in New York. You get banged for a gun. Like they don't play that shit different. Like I get the feds picked it up or whatever, but still for a machine gun, nigga seeing 2.5. Nigga seeing 2.5, 3 years type shit. Then he getting caught with other shit. Got caught with them guns in the truck, Chicago, all that shit and all that. Nobody gets this lucky. I ain't gonna sit here and just call a nigga a snitch. Still f the nigga. But nobody gets this lucky.
Cause he's saying on the other end, he like, man, niggas hate me in Chicago. Niggas would have been, if I was a snitch, niggas in Chicago would have been had to work, call me a snitch.
Man, all that listen. A lot of shit gets swept under the rug. A lot of shit don't get brung to the internet. Type shit, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit don't mean something to people, you know what I'm saying? That how I look at it as street niggas, I ain't gonna say he a snitch, but that's a nigga that I'ma just look at like, damn, you just got that short ass time for that shit. You came home and now you antagonizing niggas to start street beef right now. On platforms like this for the world to see. Then he broadcasting his beef with other niggas. That's why niggas from them other blocks like, oh yeah, he trying to get us locked up and da-da-da-da. He up here talking about open cases and all type of shit. Like, come on. To the point where he made you feel like 4 niggas got killed over them watches. They ain't killed 4 niggas over them watches.
That's what he said. He said it outright. He said 5.
His niggas ain't killed nobody over them watches.
That's what he said.
His niggas, the niggas that he be around, that be in his bit, no, they did not kill nobody over them watches.
So you think he's false claiming it?
I be outside. I've been in Chicago. His niggas ain't killed nobody over them watches.
So you think he's just on some clout, like a promotional campaign?
I don't know what he on. It's weird. Whatever he doing is weird, bro. I don't, cause he wasn't doing that shit before he caught all them cases. You never seen that nigga Zay talk this much. Nobody seen him be this verbal and do the shit he doing right now. That shit just got up here. He got up here and just fluently just opened his mouth. And he on federal papers right now.
Well, he was threatening to shoot whack like 2 days ago, right? So if he on paperwork, then unless it's some WWE stuff.
Something ain't right about that shit.
They be out here though. I ain't gonna lie, I done ran into him and his homies. They be moving around.
Yeah, they be moving around. They got to, cause he here now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, bro. Something ain't right about all that shit he just did. For sure. And something ain't right about that shit. The whole everything. He ain't never seen them talk like that. But I ain't never seen niggas get that lucky. But I don't know. If you got good lawyers and if money work like that, then hey. But I don't see it.
Man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Shit, what else we got? It's been a whole lot, man.
We almost ran through all the questions we got written down here, though. Do you
how you feel about Diddy Low getting shot?
Yeah,
talked about
that was one of the main ones left. Yeah,
because niggas were trying to say, they said if Durk was still out, niggas wouldn't be getting popped and shit. I forgot who said that. Actually, Big Mike said that. He said if Durk was out, it'd be more structure and niggas wouldn't be getting shot. So you feel like,
but Diddy Low be outside, bro.
Yeah,
like Diddy Low really be outside. He not a nigga that just sit up under Durk all the time. Diddy Low be around by himself in a lot of places. So that could have easily been happen. You know what I'm saying? But niggas will probably look at him like, oh damn, he ain't got no team behind him or them niggas. Durk gone, so them niggas. And probably could have felt like, all right, this my chance. You know what I'm saying? Could have been niggas he was around, or niggas been watching him, any type of shit. But shit, definitely, I fuck with Diddy Low though. So the up situation, shit, you got to get well. But yeah, some niggas will look at it like that though. Like these niggas down and out. Just let's take them. Like he ain't got no backup. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's up though. It's up because by Smirk being gone, it'll look like that. It'll look like anybody else around him, the money gone. So the protection gone, guns probably gone, anything. You know what I'm saying? They just look at it like that. So if a nigga see Diddy Low and see him by himself and don't see him with no niggas and shit, they're like, oh yeah, we finna rob this nigga. You know, they know the J real. So then niggas up. Niggas broke out there. Niggas ain't got no money, bro. This ain't pandemic days, man. Shit been fucked up. Niggas will rob you around our way for $200. No bullshit. Chicago always been a place like that though. Ain't no real money floating through that motherfucker. You gotta be like a scam or some big time drug dealer or just a hard working person. And it's hard to sell drugs in certain spots because niggas beefing and shooting.
Yeah.
So
I'm about to say, it's hard to be a trapper in Chicago, nigga. Like, what?
That's how I was catching my cases out of town. We hit the road.
Yeah, because I'm about to say, I guess out west, but that's, I don't know.
No, out west get busy. That's what they do. They get money.
That's what they said, they trap over there, right?
They get money. Out west get money, for sure. That's what they know.
I'm finna say, like, weed legal now, but like, damn, like, even back in the day, like, it'd be hard to get some weed in the Southside, right?
For sure. Like, you putting yourself in danger going to get that shit. And then they just took one of the main, like, what it is, they had like a weed block where people would pull up on. Yeah. You know it's good weed over there, man. They just took them niggas down. Raided every house on the block, all type of shit. And found guns and pounds and millions of dollars, all type of shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that shit.
I heard the DoorDash charge more to go to the O Block and shit. Like,
I can believe it. I ain't gonna lie. I believe it. I'll tell you, ass meet me at the gate.
man,
Like what? Yeah, I believe it. And I ain't gonna lie. I was at my grandma's house and ordered some shit a few weeks ago. Man, that shit was so high, and that's what it was. It was so much like just the delivery fee plus the other shit was damn at $19, and they was right up the street. Damn, but they coming into
got put safety fees, all type of fees on that shit.
Hell yeah,
man, what?
yeah. But it ain't even as up as how people think it is. Like it's really cool now. Like it's still shit going on a little bit, but it ain't. It used to be an all-out war. We used to just have 6-7 shootouts in one day type shit, back and forth. Like literally jumping in cars, shooting over to these blocks. Come back, these niggas done met us back over here. We doing the same shit, or we done bumped into these niggas over here, and or it's late in the day and we somewhere, and that shit used to just go on, bro, like all day.
I mean, but they be saying shit is just as bad now. You seen cameraman getting hit. The nigga Brandon Buckingham got hit doing a vlog and shit. So like niggas saying it's just as bad, if not worse.
You gotta know who you with and where you at when you come into Chicago, bro. He was playing with fire. It was what 3, 4, 5 in the morning or some shit.
Yeah.
Do your interview at a reasonable time and get the out them people.
Yeah, me and Adam was tweaking too. We was up like at 2 in the morning. Like,
oh yeah, y'all was we
and we parked the car across the street. Like so we
what?
Man, what?
So y'all had to walk out the gate.
Yeah, to walk out the gates while the niggas had one on live, letting everybody know where we was at.
And see, them niggas used to shoot through the gate right there. You know, that's the ops is literally right there. They ops literally the EBT right there, all that shit. Yo. That's right there. So they literally where y'all parked at, if y'all just walked out and walked up a little bit, that's they ops like that's KI in them blocks.
Nigga, we turned on 63rd to leave. Like
yeah, no, see, it's like 63rd, so like Von the world up with that shit. So niggas from 63rd in Chicago be mad as hell. Like, man, we ain't even Von was talking about 63rd and Kings Drive to Cottage Grove. Just that little strip of where our ops is at and shit like that. It's so many other 63rd and other blocks type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like the shit, even Lil Zay
that's
west a little bit,
right,
but I think they got 63rd on they shit too.
They claim like 6,300, right?
Yeah, they got like 63rd on they shit too, but they they like west, they a little ways away from us type shit. Like they ain't out west, but they like southwest, we southeast basically.
I had that experience the first time we went to O Block where you're like looking at the GPS and it's like take a right on 63rd Street and you're kind of like really? Like, was I lied to in all these songs?
Yeah, no, so it's just that one strip. You gonna see when you get to 63rd and King Drive, that's really you gonna see the difference in all the other 63rds. That shit is, yeah, it used to be way worse though. It used to be way worse. It used to be people up there 24/7, just people, crackheads, all type of shit, just all day. It's a restaurant that was open on the corner all day, all type of shit, but the war slow people down from coming over there and shit like that. That liquor store, all that shit. Like
that's what I was thinking with that Mellow Bucks shooting is that like think about what a chilling effect that's gonna have on any establishment thinking about doing any kind of event with a person who's in any way gang related.
That up a lot of shit because that was
the club closed.
Girl, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like this ain't even no nigga. Like I get she a female drill rapper in some cases. Like she don't just make all drill music, but she is a female drill rapper. She is from No Limit. But how that look to them establishment, nigga, they ain't gonna be booking no rappers, no entertainment, none of that shit downtown no more.
Yeah, like they actually already shut down, and I could just imagine that any other club that does that kind of thing, probably just be like,
hell no, because it's like then the niggas got away with the shit. Like, no.
For now, yeah. Not if Ross has anything to do with it.
I mean, you know how that shit go. I don't never want jail ain't for nobody, but like molesters and shit like that, and rapists and shit. But
free the killers.
Like, I just can't sit and just be like, man, niggas deserve to go to jail. I can't just, we go about shit a different way. So that's just jail. Jail is a terrible place to be. Yeah, jail ain't it. I just can't be like, yeah, nigga, go to jail. Nah, that shit. Y'all ever been to jail? Y'all spent some time in the hole before?
No.
It's just you and your brain. It's you and your brain in one book. They give you one book, you're gonna read that book in probably that day, whole book, or in 2 days. And that's it. You get like 2 showers a week, one shower a week or some shit. And when your rec time is like 40 minutes outside in a cage, inside of another cage, like by yourself, the shit's crazy. That shit is that's why I really I be cool. I don't do a lot of shit I used to do. That last little stunt from 21 to 22.
It's over.
Yeah, I'm cool.
It's over.
I'm cool. Bro, that shit hurt it. Like I was used to being in general population, TVs, we making all type of foods, hooches and shit, niggas sneaking drugs and weed and shit all on. Like you really chilling now. You really like, they got TVs all out on the day room and shit. You can go outside, walk the track. Like niggas got sneaky little dice games and shit going on. You done took the dice out the Monopoly board or some shit and all type. Like, bro, it was shit. It's like, it ain't a cool place, but it was like, it's like once you like, all right, I'm here and you adapt, it'd be really smooth. Like, especially in prison, because you got time, so like, all right, I go home a year or 2 years, some shit like that. Now, shit, now you in that working out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's programs and shit. They make you do classes at school and shit. Like it's all type of shit. It ain't like you just in jail. They got you doing shit. And sometimes your stipulations be you gotta pass these classes to even think you gonna get a parole and go home type shit. Like they gave me a behavior class, thinking for a change type shit. Cause I got caught with phones and all type of shit. So they like, you was finna go home and you got your parole took, and because you wanted to do some shit you could have did when you was at home, so we think that you need to take this class, so you can't go home until you finish this class. So type shit, like so it's shit like they niggas they let niggas leave and go to work like outside the jail, like niggas that don't got no long time type of shit. Like it ain't super up. They be really, some jails be trying to help people go back into the world and be different.
Yeah, try to rehabilitate you somewhere.
The ones that got money and that care about people, like it be about the staff, like, and you got to think like a lot of them women that work in there, they really be trying to help people and shit too. Like they be coming to how the niggas look at them and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they be really trying to help a nigga and shit, them counselors and all that shit sometimes and shit. So
I blame Chicago prisoners for some of the stuff that's going on in LA right now.
I heard about that nasty ass shit. That's insane.
You guys this off, man.
See, I've never witnessed none of that shit. Like I don't know what the they got going on, bro. Like why is you pulling a man's ass out at all?
Right.
Like, that's
carrot or no carrot.
Like this is supposed to be a fist fight. This is rape now. Molest this and you doing this freaky activity. What the is y'all doing? Like, no. Then for somebody to like, so you punch the nigga asleep. Did you lubricate the carrot? Like, did you put
spit
like it's like that's bro? It's like it's too much gay thought to that, bro. Like that's not okay. That's not okay.
You ever shitted somebody down? Or got somebody try to shit you down?
Hell no, I did all my time in Iowa.
They don't have that technology yet.
Anytime I touched Cook County, my bitches was right there ready to bomb me out. I ain't make it past bullpens. I'm up out of here. Like
I'm about to say I sure ain't seen no 600Breezy
jail footage.
Yeah. They been leaking like a motherfucker. I sure haven't seen it.
I wasn't in there.
You never.
I wasn't in there. I got in trouble in Iowa, and you know what I'm saying. Like I got a lot of mug shots and shit from Chicago, but how I used to work back then, like now they got it to where you go to the county and you probably don't get a bond type show. As there's no bond, like it's the judge's discretion now type shit. You used to just go to the station, like Chicago's so big. They got so many police stations all through the city. You will go to the station, go and lock up, and you can even do your little days in there, or you can bond out from right there. That was always the case for me type shit. Like, cause I was always getting caught for drugs. Like I was always just serving. So drugs. And who the hell told you I stopped rapping to sell drugs?
Okay, let me address this though. I think this was a tweet or a Facebook post that you'd made, and I feel like looking back, maybe you was joking, but I took it seriously, where you said something like, man, I always be getting in the car with people and they talk about Breezy, when's the song dropping? If you don't shut up and buy these pounds. I was like, oh, he really stopped rapping to sell pounds. That's where it came from.
Oh shit, I remember that shit.
Because people online was taking that seriously, that's so sad that Breezy's back selling pounds or whatever it is. You know,
they took that shit dead serious. I was just talking shit, man.
That was a good punchline, man.
I was talking shit.
But really, you know, we want to hear you making music, man. You know what I'm saying? We need you out here making, recording, all that stuff. So
I'm at that.
You in mode right now, look like, right?
Yeah. Because it's like I feel like shit. Like I said, it felt like 2015 again and shit. Like, bro, it just felt like this shit going on. Me and my niggas, then we all back together and broadcasting it. It ain't like it's been together, but we broadcasting. So it's like what other people think. What happened? We brothers at the end of the day, and shit. We gonna push this Team 600 shit. Like bro, them already triggered, dot. They already been going crazy, like keeping the shit going. So now it's like I just gotta get in there, go crazy. Tay gotta get in there, go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Blast, rap. You know what I'm saying? Even Manny and Inky D been rapping and shit. Like
what are shorties at from 600? Like what are young ones at?
Oh, they around. They around. Shout out to Lil Cap, Stu Up, Lil Saya, my little brother. Like they around.
They rapping, right?
Yeah, they around. For sure.
So who we need to tap into? Who the younger generation of 600 that rapping that we need to tap in with?
Shit, yeah, Stu Up. I think Stu Up the only one that got a lot of videos and shit out right now. Music actually, but they come in here, Stu Up. Yeah. But that's really my next thing, cause you know what I'm saying. Niggas ain't getting no younger. You feel me? So by the time I'm 40, I gotta have a label and be pushing these niggas all the way. Yeah. Not even that, even 36 or something. I gotta be pushing these niggas and just be on some Yo Gotti them shit, label shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Just like a rapper turn businessman, boss with the shit and using what I got to put it into everybody else type shit. Like with the pause, cause that shit sounded crazy, but. Just my spotlight, my following, all that shit, and just
shed some light
on them. Hell yeah.
You got a date for when you finna drop? Like I know you said you in music mode right now.
Yeah,
but like,
I don't even know though, cause it's like the tape done. Hell yeah.
You got a name for it?
Art of War 2.
Art of War 2. All right.
I'm doing Art of War 2 because I'm back in Mississippi, back with Kel, Meez, you know. Like it's the
shout out Markel too, man.
Yeah, they know. He's one of the greats. But yeah, that shit finna be crazy though.
Yeah.
When I shoot from here, I've been a Damo funeral Friday, so I'm gonna shoot to Chicago. And then shit, I'm going back to Mississippi, bro. Go lock back in and get this shit going. Yeah.
For sure. 600Breezy. Thanks for coming through, man.
You know that, my boys.
Yeah, I'm glad you and Trap Lord got some FaceTime.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. It's always when you see, you gonna see it's gonna be love with a lot of people you see from Chicago. You might bump into some dickheads that might want, but
no, I appreciate that, man. I'm trying to push whatever you got going on, man. We locked in now, so you know what I'm saying? It's love. For sure.
He's going to tap in with Buddha G also, I heard.
Bring that young man to me, man. I don't have.
There's your celebrity boxing match.
Like, man.
You got that.
I would.
That's what the streets want to see.
I'll take her and Yella at the same time.
Ooh, all right. I like it. All right. Yo, 600Breezy, appreciate you. Thank you, Trapper Ross and Remo. Everybody, like, comment, and subscribe. We out.